a while. We're back from our little Christmas and New Year's break. Hopefully everything is running super smoothly. We have, as you can see, we have a new overlay with all of our names and all this cool stuff made by the amazing Smitty who has done all this, and Tim has put it all together to make sure that it's working. So fingers crossed we have no technical issues, but you never know. And please do let us know about audio levels with certain people's voices as well in chat if you could do, because that would help us out loads, because we have had to change a load of things. But yeah, other than that, you may or may not notice that we have D&D Beyond integrated into our stream now. So if you hover over the screen, you should see a little B, and if you click on that and click visible, you should be able to see the character sheets and stuff. So you'll be able to see what people's ACs are, HPs, walking speed, spells, weapons, all that jazz. So you'll be able to see loads of cool, really, really cool new things. Other than that, yeah, welcome back. We are Natural Havoc, who are a bunch of streamers that play some Dungeons and Dragons, the 5e system, with a load of homebrew stuff thrown in. We are... Can we still say we're new? I don't know if we can say we're new still. We're novices. We'll say novices. We're no longer new, we're just novices. We're still learning D&D. Yeah, amateurs. We're still learning D&D. So we're going to make plenty of mistakes, I'm sure, and you can laugh along with us as we do. Let's go round the room, and I'm going to raise a hand until I realise what side of the room this is. Cool, this is to my left, which is your right. So to my right, we have Tim. Tim, take it away, introduce yourself, let the people know who you are.
As usual, Matt, it's the same way as usual. But hey guys, my name is Tim, and I'm the male half of Team Logic, and I'll play Arcturus in this bad game. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. You can find me on Twitch, Team Logic NL, where I play Rimworld again, together with Lan.
Awesome, and below Tim, we have Eagle, the freshly shaved boy. Why don't you let us know who you are and where they can find you?
Hello, everybody! How is everyone doing today? It's your boy, Eagle. I'm so excited for D&D again. It's been too long, and I'm excited to be here. How's everyone doing? Yeah, hello. You can find me over at Eagle Outlaw. I'm cool. Hello, how's everyone doing today? Freshly shaved.
So, before stream, Eagle told us that he was very tired and didn't have much energy, and yeah, he's been going a little cray-cray since he's been drinking that monster. So, we're not sponsored, by the way, not sponsored. But below Eagle, we have Smitty. Smitty, take it away!
Hello, everybody! We missed you. How are you doing? I hope everybody had a great Christmas and a great New Year's Eve. And we are so excited to be back. Anyway, I am very excited to be back. I have missed this on Friday nights. But yeah, you can find me on Twitch streaming a bunch of Breath of the Wild. Probably that's the most likely thing you'll find on my stream. And otherwise, maybe some Pokemon, Legends of Arceus when it comes out. That's it. You'll see me in these people's streams sometimes lurking too.
Awesome, and the other side of the screen, Zeb. Zeb, why don't you take it away?
Hi there. I'm also glad to be back. Finally, the one thing that I always stream, because I suck with my schedule. But if I'm there on Agent Zeb over on Twitch, I play a lot of variety, lots of RPGs, adventures, strategy, some action RPGs, stuff like that. It's a lot of fun, a lot of different stuff.
Awesome, and above Zeb, we have Creed. Creed, take it away.
Hi guys, it's the freshly sick Creed. Anyway, it was good to have a break for me, but I'm highly happy to be back. I'm playing Contessa. She is a paladin, and you can come follow me on Guildmaster Creed. I'm going through a little bit of scheduling first before I figure out when to stream again, so unfortunately I'm probably not going to stream for a week or two. But after that, I'll be back.
Awesome, and finally, Lan, take it away!
Hello, my name is Lan. I am the female half of Team Logic NL. first of all, wait, Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you all had a great New Year, and we're so glad to be back and give you all some chaos. I believe I was drunk. Yeah, so I'll be playing Shion, and you can find me on Twitch, obviously on the Team Logic NL channel, playing some Rimworld, and also again Dragon Age this Sunday, which has also been a while. So yeah, look forward to today, guys. Awesome.
Brilliant. And yeah, finally myself, I am the Onion Soup, as always, doing the mediocre content, losing Nuzlocke runs, and playing
mediocre.
various different games. Wait, what? We good? Okay.
Yeah, no mediocre.
Yeah. Oh, no mediocre. Yeah, no, I'm worse than that because I lost yet again another Shining Pearl Nuzlocke. We got right to the last Pokemon, and yeah, I got wiped. But anyway, we're playing D&D today. Also, I'd love to just say a massive thank you for all the people that are watching live right now, and all the people that are watching on the VODs, because those are a thing, so make sure to go check it out on the YouTube, and all the other socials and all that jazz, because, yeah, it's amazing. But yeah, thanks, guys, for being here and, you know, supporting us while Eagle pretends to shove a pen up his nose. I'm really confused. Anyway, moving along. Yes, today we're going to be doing a slightly longer recap than normal. And it's basically going to be a little recap for the whole of last year. And it's going to be a brief version, which I've condensed down, just so that you all know roughly what has gone on. So we'll be just taking a few minutes just to read through this, and then we'll be getting straight into the action where we left off before Christmas, like 4 weeks ago, which is crazy. But yeah, so I will start the recap now. This story started with the arrival of our heroes in the mercantile city of Karas, just a few days before the seasonal event, where traders and buyers come from all corners of the world to barter and purchase wares not commonly found within the region of Arantis. The adventurers arrived via different means with various goals and personal reasons. As they wandered the markets to find what they sought, they found themselves attacked by bandits and brigands. However, the adventurers soon learned that they were not the targets of this attack. It was instead intended for Felix Featherstone, a nobleman of these parts. The adventurers banded together to escort Felix and some of the locals to safety, cutting down the bandits that stood before them and finding the exit to the bazaar. Upon exiting the bazaar, Felix asked the group of misfits to guide him to his home, and in return he would reward them for saving his life. They all followed along until finally arriving at the Featherstone Manor to see it was surrounded by guards. Upon investigating, they found out that 2 thieves had broken in and stolen a couple of Felix's artifacts, one of which was the Orb of Eternal Fire, an item that 2 of our adventurers sought after. Felix needed some time to deal with the current circumstances and decided to gift them all an all-expenses-paid card for any tavern in Karas, so the party decided to set off to a local tavern to rest up and reconvene with Felix in the morning. The next day, the party met with Felix, and he asked if they would be willing to help him further for a large sum of coins. He needed some trustworthy folk to escort his wagon to the capital city of Arkenvale, and due to the current circumstances, he feared for his life and wished not for any guards to leave his side. The party accepted. However, Arcturus and Shion wished for the orb if they were to find it on their travels as their payment. Felix reluctantly asked Arcturus and Shion if they would be willing to have a conversation about the orb before taking it for themselves. They finally came to an agreement and gathered supplies for the road and the journey ahead of them. They met with the wagon driver, a halfling man by the name of Galoin, who seemed eager to leave as soon as possible. The party then set out onto the road, coming across various different encounters and troubles, travelling for 2 days until they eventually arrived at Woodstock, a small village with a large military presence. This village was the primary source for the resource of ironwood, a strong tree said to be almost as strong as iron. Many seek ironwood instruments of war, and Arkenvale laid claim to these forests, and have regular patrols around the forest perimeters. As the adventurers arrived, they noticed something was off. Hardly any townsfolk were out and about, and many seemed to avoid the adventurers, as if not to interact with outsiders. After spending some time here, they soon learned of something strange going on. They had found out that a mystical woman of auburn hair arrived during the night, luring people into the forest, and for them never to be seen again. The adventurers, though not all of them entirely convinced this was their problem, set out into the woods with the aid of the wizard named Quinton Quesbeck, who ran an emporium within the village. They travelled through the thickets, encountering awakened trees, undead skeletons, and every hour that passed through the wood, they felt a mystical presence and would often see illusions and feel compelled to carry on through the wood. Donros was affected by this and vanished into the woods with no trace, compelled by the illusion of the auburn-haired woman. The rest of the adventurers decided to press on forward in the hopes that they would find him further in. Eventually, they arrived at a campsite with 3 tents surrounded by rats and skull decorations, the most beautiful women any of the adventurers had ever seen, however neither were of auburn hair. After a long conversation, and Maeve tricking them into thinking she was interested in joining, it was clear that these women were using illusions for their looks, and the conversation was turning for the worst. Eventually a fight broke out, and the women revealed themselves to be hags, and had been using the village folks' flesh for the construction of a flesh golem. Shortly after, the auburn-haired woman had arrived with their next victim, Galoin. The party fought valiantly, vanquishing the women, turning them to ash and saving the village of their wrath. They searched the tents, finding various magical wares, fey-like creatures locked in cages, a talking and singing toad, and the child of the tavern owner in Woodstock. Upon helping all those in need, they headed back to the town to tell them the good news. The captain of the guard of Woodstock rewarded them for their aid, as well as asking them to not speak of what happened here. They then enjoyed an evening to relax, drink, and party until they could no longer. The next morning, they set off to their next destination, Ashendale, still with no sign of Donros. A few days later, travelling along the road, they encountered various such things as roaming hill giants in search of a friend and a wandering merchant selling magical wares. They arrived in Ashendale. Upon arriving, they saw the town was amassing a local militia to fight back the Knoll invaders. The party spoke with the acting mayor, Aragon Blackwater, who asked for their aid. Once again, a few of the members of the party didn't really seem to be up for meddling in the affairs of others. However, Aragon offered to give them a second wagon and additional horses to make up for their time upon the road. The party agreed and met with someone that was aiding Aragon in making a plan to attack the Knolls. Donros revealed himself to the group, and after a short exchange they set out to assault the encampment, while the townsfolk set up a distraction within the mines to lure out the Knolls, making it easier for the adventurers. They fought the Knolls within the encampment, but realised shortly after that many of the Knolls were injured, and an all too familiar hill giant's corpse laid in the centre of the camp. After freeing some of the captives within cages outside, they learned that a red-skinned man with horns and wings was in charge and would take prisoners into the cave every day. They travelled through the cave to finally meet with this gentleman, Ashriel, a Cambion who likes to make deals with anyone willing. He comes clean to the party and informs them that he owes his benefactor a large sum, and rather than take what he needs, he makes deals for them. The Knolls needed shelter and a place that they could defend, and thus Ashriel granted it, but at a price. Ashriel told the adventurers that he had acquired enough souls and needed not to fight with them, as he would be willing to leave peacefully. He also informed the group that if they were to kill him, it would matter not, as killing him here in the material plane did nothing but add 7 days to his debt. Most of the party were on board with Ashriel leaving. However, Erhard and Donros showed a disliking to Ashriel and walked away from the conversation. Meanwhile, Contessa convinced those that had remained to decline their deals with Ashriel and return back to the town with them. The party escorted the prisoners back home, and Maeve and Donros had a huge argument. When they finally arrived in town and relaxed in the hot springs, all differences were put aside, and Donros revealed to the party that his name was in fact Ondros, and that he had fled Fortis in fear of his own life due to the war. The following morning, they received their new wagon and horses and set out towards their final destination, Arkenvale. A day and a half later, and they had finally arrived at the gates. Upon entering, they were stopped by mages wearing red cloaks that cast magic upon their wagons, scanning to make sure nothing illegal was being smuggled into the city. A quick stop and search, and they were allowed entry. The adventurers saw before them a large city with buildings 4 stories high, high streets filled with all walks of life, posters littering the walls of a current election for the voice of Arkenvale. They delivered their wagon to the Featherstones, where Felix's uncle was preparing for the grand opening of the gemstone store. And they spoke to him about the city. They revealed that they were looking for the Orb of Eternal Fire, and that it used to belong to Felix. Yusuf informed them that there are many thieves' guilds within the city, the Requisition and the Crooked Clasp. He informed the party to be careful of who they ask, as they could draw unwanted attention toward themselves. Yusuf also told them that they should rest up from their travels, and that he has paid for in advance for 3 days in a tavern just down the road. The adventurers finally set off toward the tavern to get to their rooms, and then immediately straight back out to the Mage Academy in the Tri-Spires. 3 large red glass towers over 100 foot in the air. The party in their travels found some of the belongings of a mage here and decided to return his items. A Tortle mage by the name of Tordust thanked them in the return of the items and offered his services to the group, with which they asked if he could send messages or see where people are in the world. Firstly, Shion asked for the information on her father, with which Tor informed her that he was mourning the loss of someone dear. Secondly, Ondros asked for the whereabouts of Natty, to which Tor revealed that she was hunting and surrounded by Loxodon people. Tor told the group that he could perform this action once more for the group and could provide Shion with a sending scroll to send 24 words to her father via magic. The party then said their farewells and split up into the city, Maeve taking time to reflect on the things that had happened, and found out that her talisman, that was gifted to her by a dryad, was the symbol of the god of nature, Kalir. Arcturus spent hours trying to research the Orb of Eternal Fire within the libraries, while Contessa and Shion browsed the city, making purchases and seeing what was available. Meanwhile, Erhard and Ondros decided to check in on a rumoured sighting of a Loxodon within the city, and started asking about a thieves' guild. After ruffling a few feathers, they left swiftly. However, they didn't leave alone, as one of the patrons of the tavern followed them. They quickly split up and evaded their stalker, agreeing to meet back in the Oaken Stag. The rest of the gang finally all made it toward the Oaken Stag and began drinking, eating and relaxing after a weeks-long journey. All but Erhard made it back, as Erhard decided to go alone to another tavern, the Sigil, in hopes of learning more about the Tri-Spires and how to gain entry. And we left off with Erhard just leaving the Sigil Tavern, as he said his goodbyes to Tom, Dick and Harry, the barkeeps behind the bar, and as he exited, he shuts the door behind him and sees a hooded figure across the street. Let me just jump to my other notes real quick, because that was a long one. It is here. Great. So you see this hooded figure before you, Erhard. Stunned by the fact that there is someone clearly waiting for you, you see a man of a dark purple skin, wearing black and grey clothing with the hood up. You can see wisps of white hair beneath the hood. And in one hand you can see a coin flicking between the fingers. Good evening.
Logan.
Would you mind answering a few questions for me and my friends? As he gestures to the left and right, as you see 2 more hooded figures leaning against buildings.
Sure. Who are your friends there?
Never mind them. It is I that you should be concerned of. You entered a business earlier today with a friend of yours.
I was in many places today, yes.
With a Loxodon friend of yours.
Oh, the elephant guy, sure.
Yes. Well, let's just say you ruffled a few feathers. I myself have no qualm with you. But the people I work for do. They wish to know why you were so inquisitive on an expensive gemstone. Do you care to elaborate?
I don't know. I didn't ask anyone anything, really. My friend maybe did, but I don't know.
Well, then may I ask, why are you in town?
We were traveling from Jesus names. Give me a second. There we go. We're traveling here from Karas, delivering some goods.
Ah. And what goods would they be?
I wouldn't know. I was just escorting the carriage for the guy who'd asked us to deliver the goods.
And who was the guy that asked you to deliver the goods?
I don't know. I think someone called Featherstone or something.
Featherstone. Very well. So what do you intend to do now? Traveling to every tavern in the city, I presume?
No, I'm just an entertainer, so I like to entertain.
Well, first the brambled boar, your friend in the oaken stag, and you in the sigil.
I assume so. If you say so, that he's there.
But why? Why is he asking of a stone? A friend of yours, clearly. You've travelled together, no?
Yes, we traveled together. I entertained the party, like I said. I'm an entertainer.
So your job is to entertain your Loxodon friend? So you're more of like a court jester, is that correct?
You could say so, yes. I like to perform little tricks and yeah.
And you claim to know nothing? Nothing of this stone?
I don't know of any stone, no.
I'm going to need you to roll a... yeah, you're going to have to roll a deception check. Because he doesn't believe you. And you are indeed lying.
Why am I having... What? Sorry. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I need to look at that at some point.
He pulls back the hood, and as he does, you now see the Drow gentleman. It's a dark-skinned elf with complete white shoulder-length hair, piercing green eyes, and you can see that this particular gentleman, now that you can see his facial features and that, he doesn't look like a big macho sort of tough guy. He looks quite narrow. He looks more bookish, one would say. You would say that your physicality is probably similar to his. And he just smiles. I've been asked to find out why you're here in this city. And I would rather you didn't lie to me again.
Really?
Why do you ask of this orb? This stone? This jewel? What are you after?
Oh, the orb you're talking about. Oh, I see. Sure. Because it also went missing from Mr. Featherstone's belongings, is that all?
If something went missing from Mr. Featherstone's belongings, and you have sought after it here,
he was asking us to find out along the way. If anyone's maybe heard about it.
Finally, some honesty. I have not come here with the intention to hurt you or your companions. But when you go asking around about such items, it draws unwanted attention upon you. There are others checking all of the taverns to see where you are sleeping tonight. You've been honest with me. I'll be honest with you. We intend not to hurt any of you, but asking the wrong questions and answering the wrong answers could get you into a lot more trouble. You're new here. I understand that. And for that we have given you a pass. But ask again, and we won't be so nice.
Well, thank you, good sir.
He whistles, and then one of the gentlemen crosses your path, and you can see this one is definitely like, he's either like a half orc or a Goliath, but he's got like the hood up, and he's like completely like trying to keep hidden, and he's like a big like 6'7" sort of bloke. He's quite muscular, and he walks past you, and he like body checks you a little bit, like he just pushes into you with his shoulder a little bit. Sorry, as he walks past, and then the three of them walk off down the alleyway. Hard, what do you do?
Dum, dum, dum. Can I guess I can take note which direction they walk into.
They seem to be going towards the temple ward. You assume, you would know now that you've been in the city a little bit longer, and I'll chuck you over to the city map so you can see it. You are currently in the Amber ward, and they are going towards the Divine ward, and you know that there's a long strip of road, that the main road that leads straight down to the Flint and Canopy ward. So you would know that they are probably heading back towards the Brambled Boar. Or at least that's the direction they seem to be taking.
All right. Yeah, I think I want to go shopping.
Okay.
Where would I be able to I asked the barkeep, I think, about the sticks and the staves. I assume he told me which direction that was.
Yes, he would have done. Just so you know, it is around about 6:37ish at night. So it's getting to that point where a lot of the shops are shut. You would know, as a general consensus, most of the world, a lot of shops start shut around 5-6ish. So it is that later half. But yeah, you know that the sticks and staves is. Let me just find it on my list. It'll be. There are so many shops. Woodworkers, sticks and staves. Here we are. It's in the Flint ward, so it is near the Brambled Boar.
Okay. I guess I wouldn't want to go that direction for sure. I guess it's a bit late to try and do a perception check or something, or if I can see any distinguishing marks on those two figures.
I will let you do one, but it will be at disadvantage as they are quite a ways off now, and they're starting to like almost blend in back into the crowd. It's not like super busy, but there's still people out and about.
Sure.
Yeah, so perception check at disadvantage.
Oh dear God! Can I get a lucky on that?
Yeah, sure.
So I just re-roll, right?
Yeah. Just roll again, and we'll take the first one that comes up.
Oh, damn it!
Oh,
I can't add a tide of chaos to that.
It's
not the thing, is it?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. You can use it. You can gain advantage, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I understand, when I regain, I have to roll. Yeah, sure. I would like to do the Tides of Chaos.
Go for it.
Do I have to like activate that somehow?
No, it's all right. We
Something
can
like
just,
that. Yeah. So I will
yeah.
take the 18. Yeah.
No, you have to roll again.
Oh, I have to roll again. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Okay. Next time I'll remember that.
There you
Well,
go.
I
So
guess
now
I
you
can-
can take the 21.
Yeah.
I believe though, you have to. Yes, I need you to roll me a d20 as well, and we'll then discuss, because using Tides of Chaos makes a wild magic surge happen.
Oh, that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I read it the wrong way around. But
That's
anyway,
okay.
that's all right.
Yeah, you're all good. You're all fine anyway. But yeah, as you are watching them as they walk off in the distance, you did notice, which you now realize what it is from this distance. They're wearing what looks to be like a brooch on their cloak. The gentleman with the white hair and the dark skin wasn't, but the other two is a little brass brooch, which is like a clasp, and then you can see it's slightly crooked and twisted. Probably to indicate that they are from the crooked clasp.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's what you see as they walk on off. You also would, with that 21, because it's a very good roll, you would have noticed that the dark-skinned guy only had a dagger on his belt, whereas the other two had long swords.
All right.
And yeah, at that, you kind of get your bearings a little bit after maybe being a little bit shook. I don't know. And yeah, where are you heading? Are you heading back to the Oaken Stag, or what is your plan now?
I guess yeah. I'm just gonna go back to the Oaken Stag, having heard that they know where Ondros is anyway.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, you start heading that way, and we'll cut back over to the others who are currently drinking, I believe, wines, beers, eating grapes, cheeses, and just having a good old time in the tavern. So let me just turn the music over to something a little bit cheery. That'll do. Turn it down just a tad because that's very loud. There you go. Yeah, as you are all in this tavern, and you can hear the merriment of the music playing, and there seems to be an air genasi on stage playing a violin. People are clapping, throwing some coins on the stage for him. It's a lively atmosphere in here. There are all walks of life. There's an Asamar, a Goliath, a halfling, some humans, elves, and obviously the Furbolg barkeep, as well as a couple of the tabaxi waitresses and waiters as well. And as you are all drinking and having a great time around this table, you do, in fact, I think a few of you, which was Ondros and Contessa, I think it was you two, you did notice that there are two hooded figures sat down at a table, not directly next to you, but a few tables over, and they're the only ones at the table, and their backs are, their fronts are facing towards you, and they both have only had one drink for, like, the past half an hour, and they seem to just be nursing their drinks. Yeah, what do you all do? You're sat around drinking. I believe Shion is a little bit drunk.
Only a little bit. God, I'm absolutely wasted. God damn it. You know, this tavern is all very nice and all, but have you ever been? Obviously, I know you haven't, but have you ever been to a Chartusen Piazza? It's outside and the sun is shining and everyone gets all this lovely fermented fruit juice and snacks, and that's all so much better than here. And I'm waiting for a message. Maybe I should have some water. And I'll just walk to the bar and order me some water.
Wow.
I'll correct you. You slightly stumble.
Yeah.
Cool. Andros noticed the two, right? Because you said I did.
Yeah, Ondros and Contessa, I think, were the two that noticed it.
Andros would have an idea who these guys are at this point, right? Because he saw one of them from the earlier issue.
yeah, as I would say, because of obviously it was last year when we last
Yeah,
played, but yeah, Andros's mental state was he was a little bit panicky because he knew that he was being followed. So I would say you would assume that these people could be or could not be. You're not sure, but I imagine you're probably a little
Yeah.
paranoid.
Andros is gonna tap, like, he's not gonna, like, make it too, he's gonna kind of reach and just kind of tap Arcturus's leg using one of his hands and just kind of lean into him, see if he would, talk to me. Oh, he did? Okay. Hey, you see those two guys over there, right? Don't look at them, but there's a table with two hooded figures sitting over there. Remember when I told you earlier what happened? With the people following after me and, Erhard earlier?
I have noticed their attention to this table, and
Yeah.
yes. So what did happen when you and Erhard leave?
Oof. What happened when we left? Is this what you're asking? What happened when we left? Oh.
Yes, what happened when
well,
you left?
This guy, or someone, someone hooded was following us, and, I told Erhard to make his way back to you guys, the others, which, here, and, I made sure one fellow followed me, and then I did my disguise self and walked out as someone else and got the guy off my back. That's all that happened.
And did you know what happened after? Where did the guy go?
The guy? Well, he kept going down the alley. He had no idea where I was going.
And what about Erhard? He hasn't been here for a while.
Wait. Wait a minute. Not. Erhard definitely came back. Listen, I told him he shouldn't, he should just make his way back here where it's safe and then, reconvene with you guys, which this is like the meeting spot.
Which he did. And he left.
Wait, he left?
He
Where
left for the Ember Ward.
Why?
Because he wanted to ask questions in the other tavern?
Wait. You're telling me this man gets followed, and instead of going to the safety of where we are all meeting at, he just decided to dip. Like, deuces, I don't care, I'm out.
So it seems.
Oh no. This could be bad.
So,
I don't know if these guys are...
On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is this?
Listen, I will tell you this. This could be... Depends on how they thought of our conversation. If they think that we're intruding, then it could be pretty bad. But I don't know. They only seemed to follow us. They didn't really seem to have any... I mean, we were out in the open though. I couldn't give you an answer on that. I really couldn't. If you want me to, I can go looking for him.
That would not be wise. I do concern for the safety of Erhard right now.
Right.
But if we would leave now, that would be raise much suspicion, and they would follow us.
Maybe.
Roll a perception check on the guys. The hooded figures.
You're so low.
You're super
so
quiet.
You're
Yeah.
super quiet.
Let me turn you up.
Roll a perception check.
You're still
sure.
very quiet.
Yeah. Even
Yeah.
shouting.
Yeah, my mic died, so.
Ah.
Yeah, on those two hooded figures.
Yeah, as you're looking, you can see that one of them is a human man, with, like, tattoos up the neck. And you can see that he has, like, a scar across his face. Quite pale. And what you can see is, like, various rings on his hands. And something you do notice is a brooch attached to his cloak. Of a brass twisted, like, circle, like a clasp. And you can see it's slightly crooked to one side.
They make an intelligence check to know if it's crooked glass.
I would say you have recently spoke about it with Yusuf, who is still at the table, by the way. So you have recently spoke about it. I would say you can add 2 and 2 together. and make crooked clasp.
Alright.
Listen, Arcturus, if you want me to, I can potentially go over there. I mean, maybe they just want to find out why I was asking the questions I did. Maybe it's not anything too big. The thing is, right now, what I'm more concerned of is Erhard. He's not here. I mean, if he's not back before too long, and he's out there in the middle of the night, this is honestly probably a lot worse than what it is. I don't think he would just go off and just...
Well, I just came up with a plan, but we
Okay.
need resources for that.
What kind of resources do you need?
Matt, can I do a perception check on whether we have something like ladies of pleasure in the tavern?
Sure, yeah, roll me a perception check.
Also, quick question: can we hear them whispering, or can...
You guys, I think it's a private conversation. I assume you'd see them having this conversation,
Yeah.
but you probably wouldn't be able to hear, like, every
Yeah,
detail,
but,
because
like-
you're pretty close, but probably not every detail.
Yeah, but we can see them there whispering to each other.
Yeah, I would say they also look a little distraught in their conversation, like something's
Mhm.
up. So you would definitely get a read that something's not right.
Yeah, okay.
As you're looking around, Arcturus, you're not exactly from around here. And although there are some very attractive females in the tavern, you can't quite tell whether she's a lady of pleasure or she's just dolled up a little bit tonight. I will let you do as you will with that.
Okay. Where is this lady, or where are those ladies from where we are sitting?
There's a couple of women sat down by a table, looking very glamorous. And there's one at the bar near where Shion is currently, who's looking quite glamorous as well.
Okay. I turn back to Andros and I say, trust me on this. I have a plan.
Can you tell me the plan before we do this, please?
You'll see. You'll
No,
see.
listen, I don't want to just see the plan. I want to know the plan.
Okay, this plan requires a bit of tactical play. You see that
Tactical play, so like chess.
lovely looking lady at the bar? And not Shion, the other one.
Not Shion. Okay, so the other one. Got it.
What we
Sure.
should do is try to use her as a distraction for the guys. We should probably give her a
Distract?
gold, and she can distract the guys on that table.
For what? Why would we distract them for?
Well, so they won't look at us.
But either way, we're what they're after right now. If we distract them, they're just gonna. I mean, they have two of them.
Then we give more money and we give them booze and we get them drunk, so they
What?
won't be on our trail.
Wait. Andros is gonna not necessarily like directly look at him, but he's gonna kind of side eye. Does he notice like the way they're drinking? Like, does he kind of notice that they're really slowly?
Yeah,
taking in-
that definitely nursing a drink. You get the feeling that their motive currently isn't to sit and drink in a tavern.
Yeah. Andros is gonna look back at Arcturus and say, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you think this works, you can go ahead and do this. I think the drinks are talking for you at the moment. I really don't think that is the best way to go about this. If we want to do this tactically, right? I think the tactical answer, because they're not going to start things in public, right? That brings too much attention to them. They're here to only watch us, right? So maybe me and you just kind of get beyond over there and we just talk it out. We'll see what actually the motive is behind what they're doing. Maybe all they want to know is just what, maybe just want to know what I was refusing to say, right? And then we could maybe take advantage of talking to them and maybe get a little bit more information. You're the smart one. I'm kind of just I go along with you.
You are... I might be the smart one, but you are the
Right.
one who has experience in get rid of people.
You know, I wouldn't say that necessarily, but I do understand like I understand where you're trying to go with it. Like I think me and you work very well as a team. I think these guys don't have shit on us. All right, we can easily walk over there, have a conversation. If they want to start something, they can try. They're not going to start anything here. It's dumb of them to start something here.
I would say at this point, Maeve and Contessa, you've definitely got the feeling that they're concocting some sort of plan at this table right now. Yeah, you don't know what it is, but they keep looking at a woman, then looking at some guys. And yeah, something's about to happen, but you're not quite sure what it is.
Arcturus, let's just go. All right, we'll go over there. We'll see what's going on. If it gets bad, we'll just back out. They're not gonna start anything here. There's 2 of them, and there's like a whole party of us, and there's a lot of people in this tavern. This is dumb of them. They're obviously a little bit more of a secretive kind of group, and I think it rubbed them the wrong way. And I think they're just here to get information on us. That's all it is. They're just here watching me. Me, probably, because I'm the
Yeah.
dumb one, but it's okay.
Well, for this one, I trust you, Andros. I will go with your plan. Let's see what we can find out about those lads.
So wait, let me just. Do I need to get a written like consent here that you're actually trusting my plan?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let's YOLO. And Andros is gonna get up.
At this
gonna
point,
grab his
At this point,
oh, go on.
Maeve pulls him back down and is like, "What the heck are you going to do?"
And at this moment, Shion stumbles back over with a water as well.
Maeve is my best friend, my most valuable friend of the group at the moment. Listen and hear me out. What I'm gonna do is for the safety of the party, and I think it's best that you just let me handle it. Me and Arcturus handle it. And if anything does happen, I will call you over and you can help out.
Handle what?
Are we gonna do something fun again?
No,
Where-
no, we're not. Party,
Matt,
guys. Okay.
where are they sitting from
Yeah,
me and
where are they sitting?
Arcturus? Like
They,
Maeve and Contessa? Are they like next to us or on?
I will say that it would have probably have gone. It's a round table, so it's a circular table, and there are stools round it. So I would probably say Shion and Arcturus were sat next to each other because they were the first people in here. Maeve has sat probably next to Shion, and then I would say Andros is sat next to Arcturus, and then Contessa's between Maeve and Andros.
Listen, just
I'm gonna move next to Yusuf.
Oh yeah, and then Yusuf is. Wait, where would Yusuf be? He's somewhere. He's getting up as this is all going on, and he's like, "Well, I really ought to call this a night. It's been a pleasure. I have no idea what you're planning, but good luck."
yeah.
Yusuf,
Thank you,
wait,
thank you, old
back.
man.
Yusuf, come here.
Right? He leans in.
And then I'm just gonna whisper in his ear. So, those are the crooked clasp over there, and I kind of like I point as to not like be suspicious.
Right?
But I assume the whole table's being suspicious by now. But anyway, yeah, and it seems my friends are planning something. I don't know how well it's gonna go. So,
Right. Sure. I can't imagine they'll start anything in a tavern full of people.
no, but
But
my friends might escalate things. But
I'll speak with the barkeep, just to clear up my tab and continue a conversation until you give me a wink to know it's good to go.
okay.
Maeve, just listen. What we're about to do, we're about to take some issues off our backs. Just know that this happened a little earlier today. Maybe I asked a little too much, and we're just gonna go clear some things up. All right. So for now, I need you to just hold down the fort, take care of drunk Shion here, and me and Arcturus will be right back.
Andros? Andros.
Yes.
Do I hear this too?
Maeve. No.
You-
I would say yeah. He's not being. I would say you're at the table, right? You didn't specifically state that this conversation was quiet.
You're such a darling, Andros.
Yeah, I'm gonna go now, and Andres is
No.
gonna tap Arcturus, and he's gonna
One
just.
second. I was
gonna
still
try to-
talking to you.
Oh yes, Maeve.
You told me when we first met that I shouldn't trust everybody just like that.
Yes.
So I thought I could trust you. And I would hope that you would trust me too.
I
So
trust
let's-
you.
when stuff like this happens, because I care for you. Please tell me. Don't do this.
Yes. Okay, listen, you want to know the whole story here? I'll break it down in like 2 minutes, okay? So me and her went to a bar, okay? I met with the locksmith that I thought was from my town. Wasn't from my town, by the way. But I started asking some questions, trying to get some information about the thieves group, about all this different shit, about all this different things going on, right? But then they start asking me questions like, why you want to know all this information, blah, 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 right? And then he's like, you better get out of my tavern, boy. You're going to start some problems. And I was like, okay. So I grabbed her hard, we walked out. I told her hard. Then I noticed we're being followed as I was walking down the street. So I told her hard, hey, you need to move over and go back to the tavern where everyone else is at. And I was like, I'll take care of this guy. So I lose a guy because I'm a badass. I'm a stealthy dude. And then I come back to the tavern, right? I have my own little personal thing going on at the time. I talked to Brasta. I got that figured out, by the way. I'm actually doing a lot better now. So then I came back here, having a drink with you guys, but I noticed, me and Arcturus noticed, Erhard is not here at the moment. So I was like, oh, dang, what happened to Erhard? But now we know these two guys, they're in the bar. I'm not going to point them, but, they're somewhere here. And they're watching us. They're watching us do some drinking. They're watching us have fun. And I was like, okay, well, we need to somehow maybe get this cleared up. So I told Arcturus, hey, maybe me and you should go over there and talk to them because he's a smart one. I'm kind of like I'm the big brain, the big guy of the group. And I was like, maybe we should go over there and talk to them. Maybe they'll just calm down. Maybe they just want to clear some things up. And I was like, okay. So then you started talking to me, and now I'm here.
I just want to make a side note that it kind of just sounded like he was sped up on a video.
2 times. It was 2 times speed right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I appreciate you telling me. Finally, next time, please tell me quicker. I don't like not knowing when stuff like this is going on.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't call me ma'am. It's weird. But shout me if you need me.
Thank you. Yes, we'll be right back. Just a few minutes, and Andros is gonna just grab Arcturus and try to get him up and go over to the two people.
And as you both do, is Yusuf leaves the table, but before he does, he flashes the sheath of his blade as he flicks his cloak back, and then he walks over to the bar and starts paying his tab.
Okay. Andros is gonna walk over there. He's gonna kind of, straighten himself up, and he's gonna sit down at the table with them, and he's gonna hope Arcturus sits somewhere near him, and then he's gonna take a sip of his drink.
Those seats are taken.
Sure. Nice to know that. Hello, my name's Andros. I'm sure you guys probably know my name by now.
They're taken.
Yeah, taken by me right now. Thank you. I noticed you guys were watching us from this table. Is there anything we can clear up, gentlemen, or anything at all?
Just having a quiet drink in a quiet tavern.
Right, while eyeing our table.
Can't help but look around the room.
Right.
What do we do? Have my eyes closed?
Sure. And you decide of all tables to look at, looking at my table where my friends are at.
Jiren, this is a waste of time. And they both stand up. They put their tankards down. We'll be seeing you later, Andros. And then they start walking out the tavern.
Andros follows them immediately.
Okay, yeah.
He's gonna walk out the tavern with
They
him.
walk out the tavern and you immediately start walking on after them? Okay.
Andros, stay here.
Disaster.
Okay.
I'm
So-
following them.
They go outside, Contessa goes out, Andros is going out. Arcturus, do you follow or are you staying in?
Wait, are we all going outside?
Those two just walked out.
But why?
I'm following him to make sure he doesn't get us in more trouble.
I'm not. I'm pretty sure I'm still drunk, so no, I'm just gonna sit there and probably be like this.
I'm gonna shout to Contessa before she actually gets out of hearing sight.
Okay.
Or hearing area, to come get us if need be, but don't want to make too much of a.
Well, for now, I stay in, but I'll send Keita with them stealthily.
Yep.
And I say to Keita, if everything happens, warn me immediately.
Yeah, and Kada nods and then scurries out, trying to keep low to the shadows so that it's not Kada's not spotted. But yeah, you guys, as you walk on outside, you do notice that the two gentlemen just start walking They just start walking down the main strip between the Silver Ward and the Flint Ward. And they just start walking, and as you do, you notice Galoin walking towards the tavern, and very far in the distance, Andros, probably like a minute or two away, you can see Erhard walking through the streets towards you as well. As you walk outside, and Contessa walks out right behind you. And yeah, these two gentlemen start walking away. They get further.
I'm following Andras, so
Erhard's not.
They
Andros
get
is
further
gonna-
away.
Andros is gonna not necessarily follow them anymore. He's just kind of stand out, and he's just gonna yell out to him, "Look, what happened was a incy little mistake. If you people want to know the truth, come talk to me, and we can sort this out. But I would ask if you guys would stop following me and my friends."
Yeah, and as you're shouting that, Galoin walks
Hey,
up. and he's like-
Andros.
Yeah, Galoin walks up. And he's like, "Is everything all right?"
Yes.
And then yeah, Erhard goes, "Hello," as he like comes on
Yeah,
over as well.
Everything is just fine and dandy.
I see you also made some friends. I had 3.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
What happened?
What?
Where have you been?
I went to the tavern.
Right. No. What tavern did you go to?
Well, the one with the magical stuff.
Why?
oh, did you go see Tordust?
Nah, he wasn't there. I was waiting, but he didn't.
Who cares about who he saw there? I want to know what were you doing away from here?
Well, I was getting away from the other tavern, and I was trying to
Right.
get more information.
So no. The
Yes,
conversation
yes,
I remember
yes.
very clearly with you as we were being followed was that hey, go get with the others and go to our meeting location.
You said there we should get out of here and then find the other guys, and
We obviously
No.
didn't find the others. The others are here.
I found Maeve. And then I
Okay,
was
and you just-
reading, and then Maeve left.
And you just said, "Oh, okay, Maeve, bye."
I was busy.
Busy
Kinda
with
with-
what? What's
Reading.
more important right now than this?
Information gathering.
You know what?
Contessa's kind of Andros on this one.
At this point, Andros, you notice something
Yeah.
out the corner of your eye. And as you look up, you see a Vermilion Valkyrie perched on one of the banisters. This is for your lady friend. And he throws down a scroll case.
Oh, scroll.
Ross is getting
Who's she on?
excited?
Yeah,
Oh,
and you catch it. He's like, "Torda sends his regards."
thank you.
And then he kicks off the banister and just flies off into the night.
Great. I'm gonna go to bed.
But who else is
Hondros
hungry?
I don't care hard. And Hondros is gonna walk in. He's doesn't even care at this point. He's gonna walk up to the table, drop the thing in front of Shion, and just go up to his room. He's done. He's had enough.
I guess we go back in the tavern too.
How you been, Contessa? Where you been?
Dealing with something Andras did. I don't know. No one told me anything. I just.
He
know
didn't tell
something-
me nothing either, so I just did stuff.
Just so you know, you guys owe me 1 gold, 7 silver.
Okay, I'll just give him to that right now out of my
Oh,
pocket.
thanks. I had to hitch up the horses in the
Oh,
stable because
All
yeah, yeah, I paid, but yeah, I thought you'd just get me back.
Thank you.
All good.
Thanks. Yeah, Lloyd just walks into the tavern, like completely oblivious. He's been gone the whole day, like sorting out the horses.
Well, I'm definitely following because I'm like, I'm
Yeah, and
fine.
he walks on in. He goes up to the bar and tries to order a drink.
So yeah, just go back.
So I guess I go in and I spot the table with the other guys.
Yeah, you see them all there, and you can see Yusuf at the bar, and now Galoin's perching up onto a high stool as he's currently looking to buy a drink. And yeah, you can see Shion and Maeve and Socks on one of the tables, just eating and drinking.
So I have a scroll in front of me now.
Andros walks in, slams the scroll down, doesn't say a word, and just walks straight upstairs.
She's drunk.
It's in a scroll case, so yeah, but it's contained in a little case.
I can't deal with this right now. I want to read, but I don't know if that's a clever idea. So I think, yes, I think I'm just going to bed now and deal with this in the morning.
Xion, I can keep it safe for you. I can't read it anyway.
That is an excellent plan, darling.
I will
love
give
you.
it to you. Love you too. I'll keep it for you till tomorrow.
And I'll just stumble onto bed.
And as you turn back to look at the case, you just see Socks with like his mouth on like one of the corners, just trying to like nom on it. But it's like leather, like he can't get through it. But he's just like trying to eat this new thing put on the table.
Actually, also gonna take Socks. I'm imagining there's some sort of outside area. There's like, I don't know, like a fence or something's around it. Maybe a bush.
Yeah, there's all like potted plants and stuff all around the perimeter of the building, and then out towards the back there is like a small little like grassy sort of area, maybe for like pets or something to like stay in while they're in the tavern.
I'm just gonna tell everybody that I'm getting up, guys. I'm just gonna go grab some leaves because I have run out, and this little guy is going to eat all night probably. So, just hopping out now.
So do I hear that as I go to the table?
Yeah, you're all there at this point. You've all
Sure,
started to sit down as Maeve goes out.
Well, Maeve, watch out. There's like guys with cloaks and like little clasps on it, and they seem to be very interested in us after
We figured.
the
yes.
friend that I told you about that Onros made, or didn't.
Friend?
Yeah. We just found out about that too. But yeah, we'll be fine. I'm just going out to the garden.
Oh,
Okay.
have fun. Can I like wave to a barkeep or something, a waiter of sorts?
Yeah, a waiter comes over, and they will take whatever order you want of like drink or food or anything like that, and they will they'll sort you out.
Yeah, I would like some, like
Yeah.
supper. Like I'm hungry. I performed and stuff.
Do you just want like a standard sort of meal, like just in a drink? Is that the sort of thing you want, or did you want something more elaborate?
Well, food, supper, food, like.
That's fine. Yeah, they sort you out. They sort you out a standard meal. They bring it out for you. It's all paid for on Felix's tab. Yusuf's tab. And yeah, it's all sorted for you. And they bring some more drinks, some more cheeses, and some more grapes for the table as well, because you guys are polishing them off rather quick.
So as we wait for my food, or as I wait, I will just tell the rest of like my little meeting. Telling them like it seems like we got in a bit of trouble. They looking for us, and it seems like some kind of organization. They all had like little identifiers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I might have been pressed into mentioning Featherstone's name.
I'm throwing up in my room right now, not hearing any of this.
Oh yeah, you're not there.
I'm outside.
Cool, I guess it's contestant Arcturus. Hey guys.
The smartest of the no. Okay.
So, what did you learn about your friends?
Well, not much, other than that they were very upset with whatever Onros talked about with the other Loxodon guy, that they have no clue what they talked about other than the weather. So yeah, I don't know. He seemed to have made someone very upset, and I would assume, like, I think we've heard the crooked clasp before, that like what they were wearing looked kind of similar to a crooked clasp, you know. It's not very original, but it seems that's what they went for. Yeah, there were like 3 guys with those like hoods and identifying, and you know, they were asking me about stuff. Why we're here, what we're doing, why we're asking about the gemstone orb stuff, because apparently, I don't know, they know that we're looking for it.
And what did you give for information?
Well, I was alone in a dark alley, and there were 3 guys. Yeah, I kind of told them that I traveled with Ondros for Mr. Featherstone. I didn't mention Felix per se, but the Featherstone name. That we did a job for them, and I entertained you guys on the road. And yeah, that Mr. Featherstone is maybe he lost his orb and he might be looking for it, and that's why we're asking on the road for it.
And were they specifically asking about the orb?
Yes, very specifically. They asked me why are we asking about it. I didn't ask about it, but someone did.
At this point, I want to telepathically connect with Kayla. And
Yep.
I want to ask her in my mind, when nobody can hear it, obviously, to go to the Featherstone Mansion and warn me if anything's wrong.
The Featherstone Mansion.
Well, where Yusuf lives.
Oh,
jewelry shop.
Yusuf. Okay,
Yeah,
the jewelry
not-
shop.
not
I was
the
going to say,
not-
Karas? Oh my
Not
word.
Felix's one, but Yusuf's one. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. And the I nearly said bird. The pseudo dragon flies into the night, being quite dark. It Kada blends in rather well at night. And yeah, just scouts towards. It's not too far. It's like a 5-minute walk from where you are anyway. So yeah, just Kada scouts on over just to double check that everything's all right there.
So, did you guys talk to Yusuf? Seeing him over there?
I warned him about those people, but they're gone now, so...
Well, there's definitely more of them in the city, and they definitely organized. If they went here simultaneously, and they also knew you guys are here, like, the guy mentioned to me, like, why are you guys visiting all the taverns? And yeah, he was
So-
very curious
So do you
about
want
it
to
all.
mention to Yusuf that you mentioned their family name?
You want to accompany me doing that?
Sure. I
As
respect
As
him
you're
over
as
here.
you're having this conversation, Yusuf is literally walking out of the door because he's seen everyone go to their rooms and those people left. So he's paid his tab and he's literally walking past your table. He like nods as he goes to walk out.
Yusuf, wait! I know.
He swivels on his heels and turns back to you. Yes.
My
We
friend
might
here.
have a bit of an issue.
I'm aware.
Unfortunately, I might have dragged your name into it.
Right?
Just wanted you to know.
You
To be on guard
informed.
of-
You informed who of the gentleman that just passed?
Yeah, they seem to be part of an organization.
The crook
Yeah.
So I
class.
met 3 other guys, and they were asking me why we wanting to find out about the orb.
I recall a time where I informed you to be careful who you spoke with. This very day.
Yeah.
Less than 24 hours have passed.
We kind of have.
Less
people in
than
our
12 hours have passed.
Well,
They're
they
hard
asked
hearing.
me why we asking, but I didn't know that anyone else was specifically directly asking about it.
Right, and somehow you've mentioned my name.
Yeah, I was kind of alone, and they
Well,
were.
what did you tell?
I told them that the orb was stolen from the Featherstones. It went missing, and we did a job for you guys, and we were just inquisitive about it.
Right. So not my name specifically,
Just Featherstone.
my family name. Very well.
Which
Well,
might be worse.
That I actually think it's better.
Oh, cool.
Because they know I'm not from. I'm here, if you understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yusuf, just to be sure, I've sent my familiar to your location. Well, not your location because that's here, obviously. But your house, just to be sure if anything happens, so we can be warned.
I just wanted you to have the heads up.
Oh, I greatly appreciate it. I will be fine, I'm sure. Many years of military experience behind me and fighting many creatures and bandits and brigands in my time. However, I
But
do
if you're-
appreciate the heads up. Do be careful who you speak to. Again.
I definitely am.
We'll make sure to mention that to our one big elephant in the room. Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to retire for the evening. I hope you all have a splendid eve, and hopefully I won't hear from you for a day or so. He
Be safe.
smiles. He smiles, and then he turns around to walk out.
Thank you for your companion, Yusuf.
No problem. And yeah, he walks out the doors, and yeah, he leaves as Galoin perches up on a stool next to you all with a tankard.
Oh,
Well, I think I will retract to my room.
Anyone want to catch me up? What happened around here while I was gone?
Yeah, I could really do with a heads up.
Shion got drunk. Maeve wants to learn books. And
Yeah, she found
Andros
some nice books.
did
Yeah.
something. That's all I can say.
As you say that, we'll cut over to Maeve, who is collecting a large sum of leaves and shoving them into a bag. A couple of onlookers look at you like, "What the hell is going on?" But they don't bother you. They just keep going.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, hi. And carry
Yeah,
on.
as you're just like completely de-leafing a bush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine I am a little careful, and maybe I would like to do a perception check just
Yeah.
to, you know, I'm on my toes, I guess.
Yeah, and as you look around, there's a barrel with 10 bandits. No, there's nothing there. You're completely fine. You do see a dog in a kennel nearby, who has a metal chain attached to a collar around it, just to keep it within the grounds of this tavern. But it seems to be docile, doesn't seem to be attacking or aggressive or anything in that manner, not growling. Just seems to be laying there with like a bone in its mouth, just watching you as you are destroying this bush.
Okay. And I imagine I see Joseph also come by. Or Yusuf come by.
Yusuf, yeah, I was gonna say Joseph. Yeah, you see Yusuf leave the tavern. He doesn't notice you because it's just tucked around the corner a little bit, but you see him start to walk away from the tavern.
I'll just see you tomorrow.
He like looks around like, where the hell did that come from? Sees you and he's like, yes, very well.
Okay. I think in true Maeve style, I'm also gonna go pet the dog, boop the
Yep.
dog on the snoot.
You see his tail starts wagging when you start. You get like the spot behind the ear, and he's kind of like his leg starts going a little bit. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I've already done that today. I was gonna say talk to animals, but I've done that already. It's
have, yeah.
confusing. It's been a year. Yeah, I think that I'm content with that. I'll head on back in and catch up with the others, and I think I'll go knock on Andros's door after that.
Yeah. And before you get to Andros's door, Contessa, Erhard, and Galoin, are you staying down, or are you going up to your rooms when you finish your drinks?
I'm going straight up. I told Galoin
Yeah.
what I know, and I'm like,
And Erhard?
Well, I'm having my supper and
Yeah, Galoin will also have
Well-
supper beside you for a while.
cool. I guess we'll just chat with Galoin for a bit and maybe talk to the barkeep about if they like entertainers around here.
Mhm.
But that's pretty much it.
Yeah, so yeah, you start eating your supper. Galoin is eating some sort of soup with a bread, and there's like a cheese layer on top, and he seems to be really lapping it up. He's enjoying it. Yeah, the rest of you all get to your rooms, apart from Maeve, who starts knocking on the door of Andros.
Andros, he was in his room, chilling. He was getting relaxed. He was writing in his little book, and he goes up to the door and he opens it. Like he creeps it open a little bit to make sure it's not someone just random, or like because now he knows people are walking.
I know that he's going to do that because I know what Andros is like. So I've got socks like that, like at the at the edge where you open the door,
Mm-hmm.
like at eye level for him.
Yep. And literally, as you open the door, you just feel a thud as Socks just leans forward onto your face.
Hey, buddy. Nice to see. Yep. Hello, Socks. How you doing, buddy? Andros will like gently, like, cause he's way too big, but he's gonna like try to give the guy a little bit of pats, very nicely. What can I do for you, Maeve?
So you sped ran that conversation earlier, and then
Yes.
went upstairs
Yes.
straight away, not saying anything.
Yes.
Can we
I
talk?
did. Yeah, of course. And Andros is gonna open the door entirely.
And I come in?
Okay, he's gonna shut the door, and Andros is immediately gonna walk over to where he probably would have placed down his little journal at. He's gonna quickly just shut it, like very quickly shut it, throw it off to the side, or like throw it on his pillow, you know. And he's gonna
Andros,
sit down.
I
Yeah,
can't
hello?
read it anyway. It's okay.
Right, I forgot. My bad. What can I do for you, Maeve? Hello? Oh, you already told me. Wait, my bad. Yes. What do you want to know entirely?
Well, I'm so confused because there was another Loxodon in the city, and he
Yeah.
wasn't related to you. Because I was
No.
so excited, I wanted to come with you to meet this Loxodon, and then I guess you've already found him, and then he wasn't your family. So
Yeah.
how did that go so wrong?
One thing I'm starting to learn about that, Maeve, to be honest with you, when I left my home in Fortis, I was kind of to myself for like years. I mean, I talked to somebody, of course. I did some work here and there. I guess I kind of just got into this mindset that, I don't know. I thought that any Loxodon outside of Fortis had to have been at one point from Fortis, right? Cause I don't know any Loxodons in this place. I thought I was kind of like the only one around. So when I heard that there's a Loxodon here, I thought that maybe this Loxodon had some sort of connection to Fortis, and maybe I could find out what's actually going on home. But the realization that I'm kind of alone in this place. Well, not like alone. I have you guys, of course, but there's not anybody from my home here. I'm kind of the only one. And the answers I want to get at the time, I'm not going to be able to get because I'm here.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just, I don't know.
I don't know. I had hope that maybe they were relative to you because you found
Right.
out from Tortoise that there are still people alive that you know.
Yeah. There's, from what I know, this group, they're me and my home are against them. There's, I guess, complications going on. I don't entirely know what's really going on in that whole situation. I wanna know that my tribe is okay. Remember one of the first nights we met. I can't remember if we were traveling or not. I think we were still in Karas at the time. I had that dream. I think I told you about it. I don't know if I did or not. But I had a dream that my whole tribe village was burning, like just on flames. And I saw Nadi and a bunch of like my family pretty much dead. And I don't know why I had that dream. I can't really tell you what was the purpose of this dream. Maybe it's just a nightmare from what's all happened. But it's been on my mind constantly. It's something that I'm really nervous. It's something that it's been on my mind since I left. But I'm trying to piece things together. Know if my family's okay, if they're not. If there's even any point in me doing anything to try to get back there, do I just need to forget about Fortis entirely and just focus on my new life here? I'm trying to figure out what is my direction? Like what do I do with everything? And yeah, it's cool. I have Brasta. I mean, you guys are saying it's some magic thing. I don't know. I'm confused with everything at the moment. I really don't understand what's, but after talking to Brasa, I mean, the magic, whatever the hell he's classified as nowadays, it's kind of, I just want to focus on growing up, maturing, getting myself in a position to where I can potentially go back and find out for myself. But that also means I kind of need to put the things going on home to the side and kind of just letting things happen.
Right. I mean, you know that your girlfriend is alive with, or
She's
I
not
don't know, you know what I mean.
She's not
Your
my
friend who's a girl, she's alive
Yes.
with some people that you might know, or would
Yeah.
have been in your tribe, potentially, most
Potentially.
likely.
Yeah.
So, knowing that, we don't know where they are, but maybe we'll find them on the way, or maybe we'll find out about them on the way.
Yeah.
That's the best thing we can do for now, I think.
Right.
But another thing that I'm concerned about now is that we can't go asking for the orb now anywhere. And what is Arcturus and Shion going to do now?
As far as I know, I don't. Asking about the orb, honestly, from what it's sounding like, I don't think that this group, I don't think they have the orb. I don't think they know anything about the orb. At least from what I'm thinking.
They might want it though.
Huh?
They might want it.
They might. I think for now we focus on finding out more about this orb. To me, my whole thing is this. I want to find out more about the orb personally now. I just want to figure out what is this orb so important for before we find it.
Did those guys say anything else to you when you went outside?
No, they refuse to talk. I'm sure they're gonna pop up again. I'm sure they will.
Do you think they'll come to your room?
I don't think so. But if anything, I'll stay awake. I'll keep an eye on everybody, make sure nothing crazy happens throughout the night. But I doubt they would really come to a tavern unless they really want to have problems.
What are these windows like? Can we look at the windows?
Sure.
Yeah. As you look out the window, there is a small little balcony, and there's like a banister and like railings. But as you go outside and take a look, you can see that there are balconies for every floor apart from the bottom floor. So you would know someone agile enough, or, someone who may have already climbed down them and climbed, so very recently, Ondros, you know for sure that they are climbable because you've done it yourself. Maeve, you think someone of a particular skill set could probably do it.
And the windows shut how?
They are doors that open out.
Yeah.
Oh, the doors. Okay.
They're two doors.
Can
they are
actually
lockable.
lock them?
Yeah. There's a bolt at the top, and there's a key lock as well.
Well, if someone had their bird, I think we wouldn't have to worry about keeping watch throughout the night. But seems now that we don't know what happened to said bird.
Yeah, I can stay on the floor.
Wait, what?
In here, we can both. You can sleep. I can sleep.
Sure.
In turns.
But I don't want to drag you into something. Well, it's too bad. I've already.
We're
Oh, I'm
already
so
here.
dumb.
We're going through good. We're going through bad. What's new?
Right, but this time it's on me though. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
next time's gonna be on me. You know what? We can
No.
spend this time and you teaching me
Maeve,
how to read.
Maeve,
It's great.
Maeve. That's not the point. The point is I screwed up, and now I have to hear, and I don't know. It's just.
And what good are you gonna be to us if you don't sleep all night?
You're right. Okay.
I have a better idea. I have a way better idea. I have an amazing idea. You go stay in Arcturus's necklace.
What?
You go stay in Arcturus's necklace. You sleep there.
But what about you then? What about you guys? What if something happens to you guys?
Why don't well, why would they go into Arcturus's room?
But they don't know what room I'm in.
You don't know that. They knew that we were here.
True. That is a good point. Okay. But what if they come after you guys? Like, what if?
Then
what
we
if they-
all stay in Arcturus's room, in his necklace, in his I don't know, in
Except for
whatever that
Arcturus?
thing is.
You know, I'll trust you, Maeve. I'll trust you. I'll go stay in Arcturus's necklace. I'll see what it's like. Maybe it's not too bad. Maybe it's a little cozy, but I don't know if a big man like me is gonna be able to fit in that tiny little thing.
I mean, he's also a big man, but he seems pretty comfortable in there.
I've never seen him gone in it, so I wouldn't know. But okay, yeah, I'll trust you. I'll go.
Go,
I'll go
no,
sleep in
come.
there.
I want to
Yeah.
see how this goes, so I'm gonna come with.
Oh, sure. Andros is gonna take his journal with him. He's gonna, kind of hold it with him. He's gonna, open the door. And he's gonna awkwardly walk to Arcturus' room and knock.
Yeah, and as you do, I would say about an hour has passed in total of just you guys talking and the whole thing coming up, and you actually see Galoin sweating slightly, carrying a bird cage as he runs up to Contessa's room and starts knocking on the door. And yeah, Contessa, you get awoken as you go up to the door, and Galoin passes you your owl, which he completely forgot to bring from the wagon, so he went and got it just now.
Damn it, Galoin.
He's like, sorry, master. no, he apologizes, but yeah, he passes you the feed and the owl.
Thank you. I'm going to place the owl by the window doors.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, and then Galoin goes to his room, and Andros, who just arrived, and Maeve head over to Arcturus's room. Are you going with him to Arcturus's room?
Wanna see? Yes.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, as Arcturus, you get a little knock at the door.
Big knock.
I'm
Excited
at
knocks.
first. I'm ignoring that.
They knock more.
Okay. Who is it?
It's your best friend.
That's not very specific.
But Maeve's here too.
Okay, one
Andros
second,
and Maeve.
guys. So I hop out of bed. I'm not naked, so don't you worry about that. And I open the door slightly.
Hey, weird question. You see, because of things, Maeve brought up an idea, and I'm not gonna question what she thinks. But she told me I should sleep in your necklace pocket thing tonight, and so if they come looking for me, they won't find me.
Cause he was going to stay up all night, and then I said, "What use you gonna be tomorrow if you stay up all night?" You told me, Arcturus, that if I ever needed to stay somewhere alone, I could stay in your necklace. So I was hoping maybe Andros would fit in there too.
Andros, yeah.
I just look at them like puzzled, and then you imagine like Andros and then like.
What, you fit in there too?
Come on in. And I
Okay.
invite him into my room, and I close the door.
Yep.
So what is the plan exactly?
I'm going to sleep inside your necklace tonight. It's like we're cuddling, but I'm in the necklace.
Yeah.
It's like a
Um,
sleepover.
A sleepover in my necklace.
Yes.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Wait. If I go in there, am I able to let myself out, or do you have to let me out?
Well, it's complicated.
Complicated. Wait a minute. Before I go in here in this dimension thing, I need to know like what's gonna happen to me. Am I like stuck in here forever? Is there like something happens to me?
What do you know about temporal magic, Andros?
Dude, I'm just now learning about the magic I got. How the fuck am I gonna know about your magic?
Right. Okay. About what happened today. It's becoming very dangerous for us at this point. We can't risk stuff. So I'll join in the necklace. Don't you worry, there will be space enough for the two of us.
Sure. I guess.
What I will do is I'll roll the blanket up on the bed, pretending there's somebody sleeping there.
Okay.
And I will take off my necklace. I will put it on the closet,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and I look Andros dead in the eye, and I say, "Are you absolutely ready for this?"
First of all, first question. So we're gonna stay in there together, right? My question is, if someone does for some reason come in this room and they don't see you here, but they see a necklace, what if they take the necklace with them? And
You can take the necklace.
we
Then
decide
we
this
are
morning.
technically with them.
We decide the next day, oh, we want to come out of here now, and then we come out and we're not at the place.
I can put you guys in my wardrobe if you want.
I would rather be in someone else's room just for the safety of we not get taken somewhere else. So we don't have to worry about waking up and there's somebody we don't want to see.
Yeah, imagine waking up with like, I don't know, 50 bandits looking for Loxodon.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that. And I hope you wouldn't want that either. Right, Arcturus?
Well, Maeve, are you comfortable enough carrying us around?
Oh yeah, I'll carry the both of you. Easy.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I trust you. You haven't led me astray yet. So I will trust this process and take it as a minor punishment, maybe?
So, just to mess with Andros, and he's not aware of that, so that's pretty funny. But then you guys have something to laugh about. I'll start taking my necklace off. It's already on the counter, and I will produce a big flame, and I will do it around, do some magical issue tricks, and I say, Andros, put your hand on my shoulder. And the second he lies my hand on the shoulder, I tap my my necklace, and poof, we're gone, and we're inside the necklace.
I'd like to point out, you can't take anyone else in that necklace.
I can't?
No, you get that at higher levels.
Oh, well, you know what the fun thing is, then? I'm in the necklace, and Andros is still outside.
Yep. Because technically Arcturus has never tried to put anyone else in, so he wouldn't really know, I guess. But yeah, you don't get it until higher level, I'm afraid. I was just looking into it because I was like, I don't think he
All
gets
those
it.
plans from before just
Wait.
Yeah.
What happened?
At this point, I'm doing nothing at all, so I'm just gonna listen
So-
what happens.
So Arcturus, what does it look like when you're inside your necklace? Oh, you're muted.
You guys assume it's very small, but actually it's very big and very large, with a lot of fluffy cushions, like those harem cushions, you know. There's actually a proper bed. There's actually a storage container, and it's like having that cozy fire vibiness, if you understand. And I'm not like
Great.
I'm chilling there on my own.
Yeah, you appear, and just so you know, you can hit everything within, I think it's 10 feet of the necklace. So you can hear outside of it, but you can't interact with anything outside unless you come out. But yeah, you are now inside your necklace.
Maybe you need to tap it too, Andros.
No, I don't think that's how that works. He just what? You know what? I'm done for
You
now.
know, no,
At
you know
this
what?
point,
What?
yeah, I heard that conversation about Andros not being in there, and I don't see him around. So I just pop out again.
You can't do this. You can't be doing this every 5 seconds, okay? I don't want, like, what is going on?
I have no clue, to be fair.
You just went
I've
in there
never-
and
No, I have never done this like before. Well, one time, not like multiple times.
what if I got transported, I don't know, somewhere random all of a sudden? What if something crazy happened to me?
Okay,
You
so
know-
new idea. New idea. Arcturus stays in his necklace. But you take the necklace with you. So if anything happens, Arcturus can pop out.
He's gonna be sleeping, Maeve. How is he gonna know something's happening if he's
I
asleep?
don't know, you're probably gonna honk your trunk, right?
Guys,
Maeve, if
come
they want to
on.
kill me in my sleep, I promise you I'm not gonna know
Fine,
until
I'll
I'm
sleep
in the
on the floor
afterlife with
too.
Rasta.
I'll sleep there too. Then there'll be 3 of us.
What?
What?
Socks will tap the necklace. If
Socks.
something
We're-
happens.
It's
We're
Socks.
testing socks.
guys, it's perfectly fine if we put Andros in there. He just has
You
to
could put
believe.
one.
Just put me in there. Just go ahead,
Yes.
put me in there. Andros is gonna
Oh,
touch
I
the
thought you
necklace.
couldn't put.
He's
Okay.
gonna put
Yeah,
his hand
I
on it.
wasn't
Please send me in
understanding
there.
it could fit more, but apparently I have to figure that out. So
Okay. I
Yeah,
thought you meant only you could go in.
Andros is gonna touch
I'll,
it.
I'll
Send me in.
just I'll make something up. I'll be fine.
Okay.
Andros, I'm asking again. Are you ready?
Yes. Get it over with. I want to go to sleep now. I'm done. Wake me up in the morning.
And at this point, I have absolutely no idea what I have to do. So
So you attempt to put Andros in the necklace.
yes.
When you attempt it, nothing happens.
God
Oh
damn
my
it.
lord. Arcturus. How much did you guys have to drink
For-
tonight?
For a start, you can only enter it until you hit a higher level, and once you've entered it once that day, you can't re-enter it again.
Oh my lord. You know what? Just I'm going back to my room. I've had enough tonight.
Yeah, that might be.
We all need to sleep.
yeah,
We all
that
need to
might
sleep.
be wise.
Andros is gonna walk out.
I have to look into this. This is new magic for me.
Well, I'm sorry to disturb your sleep, Arcturus. It was
no,
fun,
not at
though.
all. We learned stuff today, guys. We learned
I guess
stuff.
that we'd rather learn now than in front of somewhere where we're trying to smuggle ourselves in.
Yeah, we have to think something else about that.
Yep. Do you think I should still stay in his room, or is he gonna kick me out?
Like with Andros in the same room.
I'm gonna sleep on the floor.
Oh, it might be for the best that you take care of Andros and make sure he's not leaving the room again.
He is not gonna like that if we say taking care of, but yes, I agree.
So Andros, what have you learned today?
He walked out.
He's out.
He went to his room.
Oh, he's already out. Okay, bye, Andros.
Okay. Well,
Maeve,
Arcturus,
what
I'll
would
see
like
you in
to
the
do?
morning.
Yeah,
If you hear socks coming tip-a-tap into your room, come get us.
I will keep an eye out.
Okay.
Have a good night.
You too. I'm gonna go to my room, grab my blankets, my pillow, and straight back to Donros.
And you all start to bed down for the evening, getting that sweet rest in a very, very comfortable bed, may I add. After a week of travel, fighting, and trying to stop hags and devils and all sorts of things, and you all get a real good night's rest.
Did I go to bed?
Oh! While Erhard was eating his supper downstairs. Erhard, what are you doing?
Sure. Yeah, I guess I'm more or less ready to go to bed. Everyone else kind of went. I guess Goloin also said his goodbyes when he took the bird upstairs.
He rushed off to the stables, then came back in. Yeah.
I kind of just go over to the bar and just talk to whoever's there.
Yeah, the barkeep's there. It's the I think he was 8 foot tall, furbolg man.
Cool.
It's like, well, howdy there, friend.
Hello there. My name is Erhard Weidestaff.
Yeah.
I thank you for your fine meal that I've just.
Oh, you should be
Eating.
thanking Yusuf for that one.
Yeah, we are very grateful for the lodgings, of
Mhm.
course. In case you ever need someone that does entertainment, I'm kind of an entertainer. I like to do some music and maybe some little magic tricks of sorts. Nothing too fancy, but just
All right,
something to
well,
keep people entertained.
Yeah, we allow performances from midday, so lunchtime, all the way up until 10 p.m. And yeah, by all means, if the stage is free, go ahead.
All right.
We don't pay for entertainers to entertain, but all tips earned are yours.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm sure to come back. So have a good night.
Very well. Goodbye.
Bye.
And yeah, you head off to your room now?
Yes, I will go to my room. Before I sleep, though, I would like to do a ritual.
Yeah. Get
to-
Olaf back.
Yes.
Yeah. And yeah, you do that without a hitch. Get Olaf back. What form do you choose for Olaf to come back as?
Should have thought about that. Short glance. I guess we'll just take like a weasel of sorts
Sure.
that's like common in a town like this. Yeah.
Yeah, we can go with a weasel, not a problem, as he comes back in his weasel form. And then you bed down for the evening?
Yes, we'll
Yeah,
have
and
a good
as we
rest.
all bed down for the evening, getting our rest, curing ourselves of hangovers, looking after our friends who are up to no good, trying to shake the feeling of not an upsetting feeling, but almost like a damn, why didn't my necklace work sort of feeling. And then Contessa trying to fall asleep while this owl is making a few twitchy noises and a few hoots because it is nocturnal in the room. And yeah, you all find comfort in your sleep. And that is where we will take a break. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break. And we'll be back in a bit with some more D&D.
Did you
So,
yeah.
do?
We'll be back in like 5 minutes, guys. Don't go anywhere. Grab some drinks,
we have
snacks, all that
something
jazz.
new.
Oh, yes, we
You
do.
are back.
We do. We have a new BRB screen. We have some fun for you to enjoy, I hope, while we are away for the next 5 or so minutes. So yeah, we'll be right back. We'll get drinks, snacks, all that good stuff. See you in a bit. See you in a bit. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.
Bye.
Ross?
Yes, what do you need, babe?
Have you seen socks? I can't find them anywhere.
Oh my god, if you gave me some Starbucks, maybe I'll tell you where size is.
Well, what's a Starbucks?
Oh my god, you don't know what Starbucks is? This girl's from Wacky Town. Oh my god, like, I mean, listen, Starbucks is like the best thing ever created. Like, oh my god, back in my tribe, we had so much Starbucks. Starbucks every fucking day. So tell me, listen, lady, just listen. If you give me some Starbucks, you know where the towns are. Just give me some Starbucks, and I will give you socks.
What do you mean you'll give me socks, Don Ross? What are you on about?
Listen, I might know where Socks is, but because me and Socks were having my last cup of Starbucks. Oh my god! And let me tell you something. If you just give me some Starbucks, some more, I will give you socks.
And this time, the hum is very silent but hearable for everybody around. Here we go, let me out the cage. People make my head go round, ending in a rage. Oh god. And that's where Melody loses her mind and she starts to go into a rage.
Up the carpets.
Sure, as there are people eating in the cafeteria, and you just start pulling all the carpets up, and they're like, wow, 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 wow. As like you just start pulling them, and they're like falling over, and food's going everywhere.
Wow, 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 wow. I like that. I'm gonna write that in my new song.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you can come as a guest.
You can go this one here. Yeah, that'll be fine. Because if you go
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, yeah, that's actually just bang on.
Yeah. All right. I'll move there.
Okay,
And I'll
yeah.
just, I don't know, check the surroundings or like just, I'm aware of something more.
Yeah, you can hear more and more stuff coming from this way.
Good. I guess.
At the end of that, Melody.
Yes.
From
He's gonna
your
fire me.
brother Santa.
From your beautiful, handsome brother Santa. You ugly fucker. Is he gonna fire one?
It'd be so funny.
Come
to
on,
miss.
you gotta hit.
Please.
That hits. Oh, wait.
Is it 1 health? Please.
Please.
So you know. Oh, well, good for you. This my sack. And he moves his cloak, and you just see a dagger handle, and he just looks at you, and he's like, "You want sack?"
Here's it up, darling.
I kill monster, remember? Oh, Grognak no silly. Oh, Grognak most intelligent. Then it's the gingerbread men's turns, who start ripping their limbs off and throwing them at you. Hearing that his brother had got him a gift, such a cool, excellent gift, his heart stops, and he just vanishes.
Dad's gonna whip the weapon in his hands, blow the smoke. And I want to know this. I saved Christmas. Santa owes me a big reward for this.
You saved Christmas?
I did.
And as you're all stood,
I kind of like quickly
Very
motion her to put
confused.
those down. And I look
very
at the man.
confused, looks back at you like, the fuck?
I look at the orc man. I'm like, she's new around here. She doesn't know what that means. We're gonna go. Your problem was with me, not her, by the way. So how about you don't bring her involved? And I
Just
kind of
like-
scurry her along. I scurry her out. Like,
He looks very confused. But yeah,
And
you
I
guys-
just sort of walk off and I'm like, oh, new greeting.
And as you guys get outside, the Bud and Dud's Christmas edition song comes across the radio.
Oh, that's cool. Clap your hands, y'all! Clap your hands, y'all! It's Bud and Dud! We're here to stay! Yeah! Ooh! Make the music slay! Yeah! Oh! Yeah! Bud and Dud!
Jingle those bells! Jingle those bells!
Woo! We'll put one of my CDs in that one, don't you worry!
Eggnog, you're up.
Yes. I should be able to actually, like, I'm gonna follow Bud because, you know, I saw him running over there. So I'm gonna go over here, which is like 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
rip, Eagle, oh god.
Okay, and then I'm gonna attack the 2 gingerbread thingies with my short sword, which I renamed to Short Candy because I thought why not. And I will go for a sneak attack.
Am.
And
Actually
you good?
crying.
if it's not dead, I will also attack it with my
Oh,
Ashriel.
the way that you say that, it almost sounds like you're calling me an asshole.
What's an asshole?
I approve.
It's Ashriel.
Passionate
Ash.
sounds fine.
Think of L'Oreal, but Ash at the beginning.
Maybe it's because you're worth it.
Well, I am.
I'm sorry.
Ashriel, I believe
Yes.
the gnolls and the villagers can
Nature, yes?
It has a magical nature of it, yes.
Oh, wait. Let me just, cat, shut up. There we go.
Also, do you have some animals walking around here?
Yes, my cat, Mittens. It's just over there. He's playing with his favorite toy.
Oh, bless you, cat.
He's lovely. Oh, he answered.
It's a very responsive cat.
Yes, tell me about it. But yes, follow me to the arcade section. Like I said, there's a limited Mittens. Come along then, and he leads you to the arcade library. In this public library, there is only a small section because
I will dip in the jar and just put it down for him to eat from.
Yeah, he starts eating it. Erhard, can you roll me 2d6, please?
Me? Sure.
Yeah.
What have you done?
The frog dies.
Whoops.
Oh my god.
Okay, guys, don't eat it. Whoops. I liked it.
We got no performance. And we can kill him forever. If we can
And you have
plan
the
this
stone
right.
tablet. Yeah.
Was that
And I
before
have
and
to
after
stone-
you already took his side, or what was it?
you
When
could-
did you
Donruss,
decide to be like, you know what?
Donruss.
You know what?
Wait,
Maybe
wait,
maybe
Donruss,
Donruss
Donruss,
has a
calm.
plan here. You
No,
was on his side before he walked over to you and started talking to you. You already bowed
Donruss.
out. You already bowed out to him.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back! Welcome, welcome. Tell us what snacks, what drinks, all the other things that you got. I think a few of us got some snacks here. Yeah, someone crisps, are they? Or, yeah,
Wackles.
drinks. Well, they're what?
Wackles.
Vocals.
Sorry?
Wackles.
Vocals.
Wackles.
Vocals. Yeah,
Wackles.
they are like
Crisps. Like
spiral
potato.
shaped crisp
They're
things.
called wackles.
Vocals. Yeah.
Like a waffle, but a rock.
Yeah,
A
like
wackle.
this.
Yeah.
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 Okay,
Yeah.
sure, okay, sure. I'm not gonna, yep, okay.
But it's
What's
a
better than cheese
potato.
But that potato, like, snacks.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just got a drink. That's all I got. But yeah, we're back. That really threw me. We're back, and we will be starting as all of you awake from your slumber. You have had a full long rest, which means your hit points are max. You've got all of your spell slots back, all of that good jazz, and all your abilities have come back.
My boots are too, right?
Yes, your boot charges. How many charges did you use? Just the one or two?
Well, I use 2 per
'Cause
use,
it's
but
one
I
each one,
roll
yeah.
theoretically a 1d3 plus 1, so I mean that's a definite.
Minimums two. Yeah, so that's absolutely fine. Yeah, your full charges back on that. So yeah, you are you're all waking at different times. What are you guys doing? I assume Maeve and Andros will probably have a little chat first, as you are in the same room, and then we will all reconvene.
Well, personally, I would like to try and get up early and see if I can catch Arcturus in his room as well.
Yeah, sure, not a problem. I'll say, we'll cut to Maeve and Andros, and then straight after, you go to Arcturus' room. Not a problem.
Okay. Oh, shit. Good morning.
I'm just sleeping.
Sure.
I'm like, I'm snoring.
Shit. Does Andros see socks anywhere? Where's socks at currently?
Socks is currently, I imagine you'd have left some leaves out for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can see he's dragged the leaves all the way across the room, and there's like a little trail of leaves, and he seems to be behind like a cushion, and you can just hear like the very faint wisps of what you are now used to as him snoring behind a cushion in a pile of leaves.
That's adorable. Andros is man. Since Maeve is still asleep, he's not really gonna try to wake her up and bother her, but he's gonna open up the balcony door. He's gonna step out. He's gonna take a look around.
I need a stealth check, please.
Okay.
You trip over Maeve on the way to the door.
There! Who's that? Donruss! Andros, even! God damn it! What are you doing?
I was just gonna take a look outside.
You're scaring me!
Go back. Andros is gonna take a pill and throw it out. Go back to bed.
I'm gonna get up and throw it right back at him.
Oh, you wanna play this game?
You wanna
He's gonna-
play?
he's gonna
You
take a
wanna
pillow
play?
And just whack it.
Wait, where's
Whack it with it.
Socks? Because I don't want to stand on him.
He's in the corner. He's fine. He's over there.
Okay. And I catch the pillow. And I don't throw it at him, I just whack him.
Hit you with it first.
So they're both holding the same cushion, and they're just trying to whack each other with it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's a pillow fight.
And that's
Yeah.
what you spend your morning doing.
Sure.
And Erhard, you knock on Arcturus's door. Arcturus, as you're getting ready, your whatever your morning ritual would be, you hear another knock at the door.
My morning ritual is tampering with magic. So I just temper a little bit, and I'm like going like this, and then ooh, and I'm doing stuff with my thing, and then a zip comes, and then it's all smoky and stuff. So you guys know it's pretty bad. And I open the door.
Yeah, and as the door opens, some wisps of smoke start to come out into the corridor. Erhard, as you're stood there, a little confused.
Well, I just lit a brazier in my room last night, so I'm not that confused.
Cosplay.
I kind of have Olaf poking out of my sleeve here, and I'm like, "Hi, look who's back."
Oh, good morning to you, and Olaf.
And do you mind if we have a little chat?
Sure.
And just go in, I guess.
Oh, you want to come in?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to do this out in the hallway, but
Well, I don't know what you're gonna chat about, so.
well, we can also get breakfast if you like, whatever. If
Come on
you're
in.
done with whatever you were smoking.
Well, I was not smoking any stuff. I was repairing this. Oh well. What did you want me to ask?
Well, are we in or out?
We're in my room, okay?
Good, thank you. Well, I did a little performance last night, but that's kind of beside the point. I used my boots, and they make me fly. It seems like they kind of magical, but also almost like mechanical. One of them seems to like it's like they firing me up off the floor or something, and one of them seems to be a bit busted. And I was wondering, like, since you mentioned once that you are like where you came from, you're like a bit of a tinkerer. Maybe we could have a look at it, see what's wrong with it.
I can always try. Sure. No problem. Should I roll something on this?
Yeah, I will let you roll investigation or arcana. It's up to you.
Ooh, well, let's hope for Erhard my rolls are good this time.
Can I assist in that somehow, or?
Sure. Yeah, you can roll with advantage. So an 18. Oh,
so
no,
he
you
can,
rolled
sorry.
separately. No, it's alright. Roll separately, yeah. So Erhard, with a 23, you realise that that these boots are, yeah, as you know, magical. They are imbued with the spell levitate. However, the right boot is there seems to be a mechanical misfire in the boot that basically powers up to let the spell activate, and part of that seems to be the issue, and it's not the magic itself, it's a mechanical point. With a 23, that's a pretty high roll for you. You do think that this could cost around about 50 gold to fix. And that's just in materials alone. So you'd actually need someone then as well, in addition to actually repair costs. But just for materials and such, with the help of Arcturus, like, talking you through maybe the mechanical side, you guys surmise that 50 gold's worth of materials, and you'll probably need, like, iron, steel, and a few other, like, magical infused parts. But yeah, about 50 gold. And you could try and fix it yourselves. Or you can pay someone to fix it.
Do you know anything about, mechanical workings? Like, did I remember that right?
Well, I do have some understanding, but given the fact this is a completely unknown object for me, I would have to study it more to understand how it actually works. And then come up with a made-up solution where a specialist might be finding a normal solution, so to speak.
Or I thought we could, experiment, tinker with it.
Well, that depends. Are you gonna use them afterwards?
Yeah, of course.
Do you want to live?
Yeah, that's why we're fixing them.
Do you have anything to lose?
Maybe my legs.
Then let's go temper with it.
Cool.
Sure. So is your task for the morning to go out and buy the supplies needed?
Sounds interesting, yeah. Sure. I mean, since we're talking about it, do you have any tools?
I have the tools. Well, I hope.
You want to check?
I'm just checking now. You would need tinkerer's tools, which I don't know if you have.
Well, I have good news for you. I don't have the tools.
You do know what good and bad is,
That's
right?
good news.
Well, it was the good news for you that we have to go outside. It's
Yeah.
also the good news for you that you, keep your legs for at least half a day.
Win. But I only have the 50 gold for the materials.
Well, I might willing to buy the tools necessary for it. So, yeah.
An adventure then. Let's go have breakfast.
Yeah, you two go for breakfast, and as this, Contessa and Shion, the pair of you, stumble out of your rooms at precisely the same time. Conveniently, one would say. Tell us how the pair of you are looking and feeling on this morning.
Don't I need to roll a constitution check or something?
Sure, roll me a constitution saving throw. Let's see how well you staved off the alcohol.
I think Contessa's feeling well. I mean, she's fucking stressed because of what went on with the cloak, but like she finally got to commune with her god for once, so I think she's feeling much better.
Good. Yeah, and as you come out feeling a little bit better, you look over the hallway to see Shion looking way better than she did last night when she went to bed. And Shion, you feel right as rain. Not 100%, but you're like in the 90% sort of feeling good stage.
Yeah,
You drink those like a champ. Damn.
Yeah, I think I acted rather unfortunate last night. However, I do recall getting some and getting my message, but at least I was clever enough to not actually do anything with it while inebriated. So I'm going to find Maeve now.
I'll come with you.
Sure. So I go knock on Maeve's door. Who?
As you get
isn't
to the
there.
door, all you can just hear is like chaos from the other side of this door. As you knock, and then it goes quiet. As the pair of you two just look at the door knocking.
Andre's gonna take that moment as like a cheap shot, and he's gonna whack her with it before walking over to the door. And like, he's not gonna hit her too hard, but he's just gonna kind of like just slap over the back of her head and then walk up to the door.
Clip her on the back of the head.
Yeah.
You go over to the door and open it, and you see Shion and Contessa stood outside.
Hello.
I'm like looking in, like
Good-
over Shion's shoulder, and like,
Good
is that a
morning.
slumber party in here?
Marvelous! All feathers everywhere.
Hey, good morning, Shion. Thank you yesterday for the compliment. I really do appreciate your kind words.
Compliment.
What
Hope
did
the
I
alcohol ain't
say?
kicking your ass too bad.
Not at all, darling.
Yes.
Anyway,
You just called me very sweet and kind. I mean, man, you're very nice when you're drunk.
thank you, darling. And you
No
are most
problem.
kind.
Yes. I'm guessing you need Maeve.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Andre's
Hi.
he's gonna
Hello,
push
Maeve.
the door open.
You got a little feather on you, darling. I just sort
Oh.
of pluck a feather off her shoulder.
Ugh. Yeah.
We thought this was a good idea because we thought maybe Andros was maybe gonna get seen to in his room by those dudes from last night, and then we actually tried putting him in a in Arcturus's necklace, but it didn't work.
He didn't work.
Didn't work.
Doesn't
But
matter.
you're
So you
here for your
decided to
message.
So you
Yes,
decided
I
to
believe
sleep
you
in the
have
same
something
room
up my-
together?
Well, I came in here to see if he was okay, and we spoke about stuff. And
Yeah.
then we thought, oh, this balcony looks very climbable. Maybe
Right.
someone else should stay in here because he was going to stay up all night. And I told him that if he stays up all night, it's not going to be any good to us tomorrow. So I said, you sleep half, I'll sleep half. I guess
Oh,
we
I
both
thought
slept
okay.
all.
'Cause I was
But
saying if both of you slept at the same time, you both would have just got slitted
yeah,
at the same time. So
Well, obviously their
then-
goal is not to hurt us. They just probably just want to talk things out. Which I told them maybe they will get back to me and maybe they'll arrange some sort of talk between me and them. Maybe we can actually work this out civilly, and then maybe if we
Can we
maybe get
have-
on good graces. We can.
can we have talks with the whole group now instead of just
I
people
like,
by
yeah.
themselves
I
causing things?
I look over my shoulder now to Contessa and like, I don't think I know what they're talking about, but I'm sure it's fine.
Shion, I can give you a
Shion,
really
some
good.
stuff
Shion,
happened
it's
yesterday.
actually very important for you to. I think you do need to want to listen to this.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Yeah.
We'll maybe get Doctorus in with it too, and I
Yeah.
had. But anyway, I do have your scroll. I kept it safe.
Yes,
I didn't
I-
read it. I can't,
I
but it
want
is here.
Yes, I kind of want to do that away from prying eyes for a little bit, but I can join you later.
Okay.
Have
So
a
I'll
great
just
morning.
take the message and go to my room for a bit because I don't want
Yep.
anyone here.
And do the
to
rest
hear
of you
what
go
I'm doing.
downstairs?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool. You all
Sure.
go downstairs. We will go to Shion as Shion goes back to her room, and yeah, you see before you it is a leather-bound scroll case with a latch, and you can see on the case is the symbol of the Tri-Spires with the 3 towers surrounded by a red circle, and yeah, you can see that this case looks very pristine. There's a tiny bit of slobber on like the corner of one of the bits, but you immediately assume it was either dribble from one of those 2 last night, or it was socks maybe trying to get in.
I sort of go like, "Ugh," and just open it.
Yeah, and as you open it, you see before you a scroll of sending.
Mm-hmm. And how do I use this scroll of sending? Do I just read it or?
So yeah, so to use the scroll, you have to make an Arcana check using sorry, not an Arcana check, an ability check using the what is it? The attribute attached to your spellcasting. So yours is charisma, so it's one that you're good at least. But it is a an ability check made by yourself, and then that is you attempting to cast the spell through the scroll. Because it is a 3rd level spell, I'm pretty sure it is. Let me just double check. It is, yeah. You need to roll a 13 or higher.
On a charisma roll.
On a
just-
charisma roll, which you get a +1 to because of your stone of good luck.
Okay, let's go. Let's do it.
As you attempt to read the magic in front of you.
Oh no!
You rolled good on Constitution, but can't on your.
And as you
Oh,
read
why?
it, the scroll burns and disappears.
Why? God damn it!
As the connection of magic doesn't seem to go through.
This is-
I'm gonna be in a really sour mood for the rest of the week, at least. Fuck! I had my message prepared and everything.
You get another one.
Yeah.
You technically rolled a you rolled a 10 was what you rolled. You were 3 off.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I guess I'll just be incredibly angry now.
Mm-hmm.
I kick the box back in the corner, and I'll go downstairs. And I'm planning to go ask for a new one.
Yeah, as you start angrily getting your stuff together, shoving it in the bag, yeah, all that sort of stuff, and yeah, you begin getting ready to meet the guys downstairs. We will cut back to Erhard and Arcturus as you descend the spiral staircase to the bottom floor, and you see the tavern is rather quiet. There's a couple of people sat about at tables. But one figure you do notice, sat closest to the spiral staircase, is a gentleman in a full suit. It is a beige-coloured suit, wearing a red shirt and a black tie. And he's currently drinking what looks to be like wine from a wine glass. As he's just sat there sipping it, and he sees the pair of you two come down, he goes... He, like, points at both of you. You see, like, a recognition in his head, and he's like, "Ah! You must know why I'm here."
Who's you saying that to?
To Arcturus and Erhard, because they went down a little bit before you guys. Yeah.
Oh,
Who are
good
you, good
morning,
friend?
kind sir.
Me? Well, my name's Estefan Gibblebottom, and I'm here on behalf of the Council of Arkenvale.
Oh,
You knew I was coming, no?
not specifically.
Right. Oh, well, I'm here on behalf of the Council, as a spokesman, to you, for the good work that you did in Woodstock. I've heard of the good work that you did in helping the bandit invasion from the forests of the Ironwood, and I've heard that you have you vanquished them and helped the people of Woodstock, and slayed all that needed to be done. Quite heroic, I do say so myself. Well, would you mind joining me? I've got a bottle of red for us all.
Only. I'm
Would your
always
friends
up for
be
drinks.
joining us?
They will be here at some
Oh,
point, I'm sure.
Very well.
It will
Well,
be
we
shortly.
can just chatter while they all come down. And then, yes, slowly after a minute or so of you guys sitting down, he pours you both a glass and passes you it. And then the rest of you come down. He's like, "Ah, brilliant! Your friends are here. I think there's one missing, though. Is, what is her name? The blonde one, right? Elf?
Oh, you mean
Shion.
Shion?
Jian?
Yes, that's her name, Shion. Yes, the Quirinese, that's the one. Yes, hopefully she'll be down in a moment, but I guess we could get started while she's doing whatever she's doing. Greetings.
Who are
Estefan
you?
Gibblebottom. Estefan
Okay.
Gibblebottom. A member of the council. I am the spokesperson, but sent on behalf of them. I was told that you would be informed of my arrival, but clearly not. So, well, where shall I start? The council are very pleased that you are here in the city. We are pleased that you helped us in Woodstock, and I hear that you have maybe helped out Ashendale as well with their current Knoll invasion. I've heard that as well, words travel fast, and you being the new upcoming, adventurers in town, we made sure that we'd get in and have a word with you.
I have a question. What's
By all means, Morv.
Maeve?
That's the one, Maeve, yes.
Yeah.
What's the spokesperson?
Well, I speak on behalf of the council. You can imagine the council members being extremely busy running and governing this here city.
Can I just
You do
as he
speak a lot,
talks-
good sir. You do speak a lot at this time of morning.
As he talks, Andre's gonna reach over, tap Maeve on the shoulder, and lean in, and goes, "It's one of those annoying people that try to hype us up and probably has some dumb stuff to tell us. So just take it
He's
with a
gonna
grain of salt."
want us to do something for them.
Yes, yes.
They're gonna
that's
give us
what
those
this is.
gold things.
Yeah.
Are you
And...
whispering this, or are
Yeah,
you just
we're
saying
just
it?
having a
Can
sidebar conversation. Yeah.
Can I just like lean in with that and just like whisper to Maeve like, you do know what's a council?
Nope. Can they? But I do
We'll-
know
we'll
that they
talk
talk
about
a
that
lot.
later.
Apparently.
Yeah, we'll help you out later. Don't worry. We'll get you up to speed.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Let's follow
when you've
them.
all done whispering, I'll continue if you like.
Sure.
Great.
So
Guess we
do you
don't have
not
a
really
choice.
know our names? Do you?
Here she is. Shion, come and sit with us all.
It's Shion. Shion.
Shion, that's the
I
one.
Yes.
I just give them all a death glare.
Oh my. Well,
But you were fine earlier.
Yeah.
And then slowly sit down,
Here's
I
some
guess.
wine!
And make it quick. I do not want your wine.
Oh, well, more for me. Yeah. And he, like, necks the glass and just puts it down. Well, I am here on behalf of the Council of Arkenvale, as I was saying, and basically your heroic and good deeds have spread word across Arantis, and many people are starting to slowly hear of the endeavours that you have performed. And, well, as a city, we would obviously like to extend our warm welcome here, and potentially a business agreement with you all.
So you want to get us
Ah,
to do something for
interesting.
you now?
Well, you see, when you have such adventurers of rapport, there are many things that they need, one of which would be coin.
I told you. I
Yeah.
told you.
Yeah, we know. So
I
first of
take
all,
coin.
do you
Exactly.
know us? So you don't really know our names entirely.
Very well.
Yeah, obviously you don't know how to really say our names.
What do you
very
mean? Of course I know who you are, Dondi.
well. Don D. Right, that is
right.
definitely my name. And Andras gonna take out a dagger and just slam it into the table.
Andras, how many times do you have to cause problems? Stop.
Ross. No, that's not. It's Don Ross.
It's-
Don Ross.
Yes, Don Ross. That is it. Yes, thank you
Even,
so
even
much.
your companions
for
get
knowing
confused. Of
my
course
name.
I will.
Right. Get to the chase and beat it.
The chase! Well, you see, you may have heard of the refugees on the outskirts of this here Arkenvale, and many of them have unfortunately lost their homes, their loved ones, their family members. And
Where are
we,
they
where are they from? They're from Erentol. You've heard of the devastating deeds of Erentol, have you not?
No
Oh
idea.
my!
Some of it.
Well, I tell you what, the adventurers that clear up that problem, well, they'll be known for all around these parts as the saviors of Erentol.
What problem?
Well, you see, a sinkhole appeared in the center of the town, destroying and killing people in the town. It was a devastating ordeal, and well, these creatures called troglodytes, lizard-like stinky fellas that climb out of the hole, have been harassing the town, killing cows, killing the villagers, and well, what we need is some people to deal with it.
Great.
You don't have to agree. You guys know that, right? So
Right.
Of course you
should
don't.
take this more
But
seriously.
all of these refugees on the outside of the walls, well, they can't go home until it's dealt with. And it would be such a pity if we couldn't find a young, budding, adventuring group willing
Wait a
to
minute.
go out of their way to save the lives and save the hospitality and the things that they need in this town and be paid for it in return.
Wait a
Miss-
minute.
So devastating.
Go ahead, Maeve.
Mr. Winglebottom.
That'll do.
Yeah, you know, we were about to have a chat as friends.
We can be
Before-
friends, whatever you like.
No, Mr. Winglebottom, I think you are not understanding that I think we need to talk about our own plans before we need
Right,
to
of
talk about.
course. Being budding adventurers, I imagine you have all sorts of things lined up. I'm sure there's a chimera in the square that you must be fighting later on today,
I
no?
kind of want to hear
You
him
know,
out before
it-
you guys dismiss him. I don't know why you
really
guys are
think,
taking
I
over
really think we have enough problems on our
here.
plate at the moment. Remember,
caused
we
those
have our
problems.
main we have our main objective, right? That we still need to get on
Doesn't-
that.
You
All right,
don't
we're on
need
a
to do
time.
this right
no,
now,
no,
though.
hear me out. We're on a time limit. If we want to deal with this problem, we'll meet up on a later date. Okay? I'm tired of people coming up with us with their goddamn problems. We have our own fucking problem to deal with. This dude just came up and we just woke up and started bringing his goddamn problems to this table. All right? Who is he to bring his problems? I'm tired of people asking me about to deal with their stupid problems. And you know what? Where's your own army at? Why don't you send your own people to deal with this problem?
Okay, Andros, you want to take a chill pill and so
That's gonna
bottom-
fed up
Andros gonna
with-
grab the bottle of the
You
red
could-
wine.
You can
And
call
he's
me
gonna start-
Estefan.
He's just gonna start drinking it.
yeah,
Tessa's fed up, and she's gonna leave the tavern and go explore.
I am going to
She's
go with Contessa.
legitimately pissed for once.
I'm going to go with Contessa because I don't have time for this. I have stuff to do.
Right.
well, just before anything else happens, Estefan,
Yes.
we're currently very busy. We have some other
Right.
tasks at hand currently. As you've been saying, we are very busy. We're very important. And where do you think we should find you if we want to find out more about your job proposition?
Well, the council chambers are within the, it's just next to the Tri-Spires. You'll see like a large 3-story building with a clock tower. That there is the house that we all we use, the council use. I'm usually found near the receptions area. By all means, if you just ask for me there, you can interact with me. But before I go to the remaining ones here, the reward is 2,500 gold pieces. And yes, we would then. You say you have your own issues. Maybe we can help you. If it's something regarding the city, perhaps.
No.
It's something of a very discreet nature, and we probably want to take care of it for ourselves. If we need anything, we'll come to you. We know where to find you. And like my friend said, they are in a bit of a rush.
That is absolutely fine. If you do go to take on the mission, you don't need to come and see me. Here, and he passes you a slip, and it basically states that you have been contracted to go out and deal with the sinkhole in Erentol, and if you are to return with good news and this missive, you will be paid out the reward.
What?
You just need to bring this back if you end up going.
Sure.
It's just a couple of days out from the city north.
Any chance there's like an upfront payment to help us get our gear together, and also maybe as a, like you said, you're very grateful for our help on the way here.
Well, if you were accepting the deal, yes, but as it seems a few of your party were not interested, well, I can't offer you that. I can't offer you that. I'm
That's
afraid.
why I'm saying we'll come to you at a later date, maybe, to discuss details.
Sure, yes, not a problem. But don't forget, as you
thanks
are
for the note.
friends of the city, if you do need anything, come and find me, and I'm sure I might be able to pull a few strings, ask around a few things. If you're looking for something, I think you said, then maybe we can help. We are
Surely.
friends in the Tri-Spires.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll.
Very well. Well,
Got
the
you.
rest of the bottles for you. And he slides you the rest of the bottle. He says, and yes, I'll see you all later. And once again, thank you very much, Erdbard. Thank you. And he starts walking out the tavern.
It's hard.
Andros is gonna
Bye.
grab his dagger and he's gonna put it back and just look at Arcturus and go, I'm tired of people just thinking we're gonna fix their problems for them.
Yeah, we're very good at making our own, as you clearly showed.
Well, I'm glad you guys
Do you have
just
issues
came to
today?
the understanding. So
Yes, I kind of have issues. I was almost dead yesterday. Yes.
Right, and whose fault was that for just walking off?
I didn't walk off. I did what you told me.
Right, okay. Back to the main serious question.
Mhm.
So, Arcturus, what do you think today's goal should be? And what, because the other two walked out, so I'm guessing they're gonna do their own thing today. So
We-
us four should try to remain productive and at least try to get something going.
I'm looking at Maeve
On-
because
Onion, can I just
saw
cut in
Maeve
short?
want to say something.
Okay.
I do remember us speaking about an attempt of me trying something I tried a very long time ago. I learned something and I haven't done it for a long time, but I am able to locate things I've seen before. If they're within a certain range, but we needed Yusuf to draw me the orb because I need to see it.
Could
Which
try that.
we didn't do last night because things didn't go as we
Yeah.
maybe had planned. So
Yeah.
we could do that if we want, as a start to see if it's near us.
Too easy. Yeah. It's a good start. Arcturus?
Well, it is a good start. We have to go somewhere. I remember I found at least some information in the normal library, and I also have an appointment Mr. told us to go to the
Mm.
library for the Tri-Spires.
Right.
Find some more information about the orb itself. So not where it is, but the orb itself.
Okay. So that's they're only allowing one person in, right? That's what the conversation was like yesterday. Said one.
Yeah.
He said one.
One. Okay. So here's why I think. I think it's dangerous for any of us to just kind of go off on our own at this point. No matter what, I feel like we should at least be in pairs. For your situation, it's kind of weird because you're the only one able to go in. So if anything, what we'll do is we'll kind of just walk by it, let you kind of go in, do your thing, and then how about we gotta have some means of being able to talk to each other when you're done.
I will have to be accompanied by Mr. Tordusk, so
Yeah.
I will
Yeah,
be with the two
be
of us
fine.
anyway.
Yeah.
Taurus is Kada too.
Yeah, Kada. So wait. How will we know when we're done though?
I can send Kada to a specific location.
Okay, sure. How about this then? I will go with Maeve to go look into this drawing thing with Yusuf and see if we can get that figured out. See if she can do her thing. Erhard, I don't know what you want to do today. Arcturus will do that. He'll be with the turtle man thing, and yeah, and hopefully the other two kind of stick together.
Just be careful today, guys, because what
Right.
happened yesterday, the other day, it's dangerous.
Agreed.
We
Well,
should-
sorry.
No, I was just gonna say we should catch Shion up to speed about the orb too, because she hasn't got a clue for what's going on.
We'll have to meet
Well,
up
she
later.
seems
and
in a
talk
bad
about it.
mood.
Yeah.
Well, I did send Olaf after them to maybe check where they're going. So
Okay.
we'll see if you can locate where they might be going, and then we can possibly find them, follow them. So I might do that, but otherwise I will just stay with Arcturus until he enters the Tri-Spires.
As long as they're together, and hopefully
Yeah.
Contessa might tell her.
Yeah. Contessa will probably tell her a little bit what's going on. I'm not
As-
really worried about those two. Those two are kind of, they can take care of themselves.
As we cut to Contessa and Shion, just as you both push open the doors of the tavern and start walking on out, where are the pair of you going?
Marching
actually-
towards the Tri-Spire.
Would you like to be alone right now, Shion?
It is fine. You can join me if you like.
I was actually gonna go head over to where the refugees are, outside the city.
By all means, go ahead if you'd rather find more urchins again. I have some business to attend to.
All right, I hope it goes well.
Thank you. And
That kind of.
be safe. Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. As I pat my long sword.
As you both start to split off, you see Olaf come flying out of one of the windows and just perches up, and then Erhard, during that conversation, you get notified that they're splitting up.
Weasel.
Weasel. Oh, wait, yeah, Weasel. Yeah, it would have climbed up the window, out the window, because it can't push a door open. So, yeah, and then it climbs out the window, runs into the street, and you just see a weasel just stood there staring at you both, as you both just part ways.
So I guess I'm transmitted that
Yeah.
he saw them. I guess he will just slide up. I will tell him to slide up on Contessa's shoulder, and I hope that she recognizes that,
I've seen the same coloured
elf
weasel
boy.
before. Yeah, as it slides up on your shoulder, yeah.
I'm just gonna set the weasel on the ground and say I need to be alone today.
I
Wait,
will. I
can
will.
the weasel understand conversation?
I will tell the weasel to still climb back up because he's not supposed to leave him.
I guess I'll keep the weasel with me.
Yep. As you wander off towards the refugees, which is very close to where you are, by the way. It's not too far at all. And yeah, Shion starts storming off towards the Tri-Spire. We'll cut back to the rest of you inside. So where are you going?
I'm gonna go head to Yusuf's.
Yeah.
Are you guys
Andros is with her.
joining?
Yeah. Andros goes with her.
I will be ahead for the Tri-Spires as well.
Well, I will head out with Arcturus, and I guess while we're going out, I'm also kind of telling you guys that Olaf found them in front of the door, and they kind of split up. But he stayed with Contessa.
Okay, but Shion went
Great.
where?
We
Would he have
know-
perceived which way?
Yeah, you'd know.
Yeah. So Shion seems to have gone like northeast towards the Tri-Spires, and
Okay.
Contessa seems to have made her way towards the gate,
She's probably
the northern gate.
bad that we've not said that we would help straight away.
Probably.
Yeah. But we also have our friends who have a problem. So
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, let's go.
Right. Yep. Following you.
As you start to split off, so you two go to Yusuf's, and then the other two go to the Tri-Spire?
Well, I guess knowing that Shion went to the Tri-Spire, I'm just like, I feel inclined to just catch up with Contessa.
Oh, Contessa?
Because I didn't hear what she told the Weasel because I wasn't like immersed, but like I know where the Weasel is, so I'm gonna follow that.
So you're going towards Contessa?
Yes.
Okay, sure. You start heading that way. Not a problem. We'll go to Shion, because Shion was hastily storming towards the Tri-Spires. And as you do, Shion, you see a red-cloaked gentleman stood in front of the gates of the Tri-Spires as you start storming on over towards him. And he looks at you a little bit hesitantly.
Will Arcturus have caught up on me?
Not quite yet, no, because you left a little bit before.
Okay.
He's not far behind, but yeah, you're on your own at the minute.
Okay, so I'm just gonna... Yeah, okay, forget the whole grumpy thing. I'm just gonna put on my veneer of very sweet, noble perfection, blah, blah, blah. And just be like, excuse me, darling. I received a scroll from you the other night from Mr. Tordust, and it seemed to be defective. Is there any way you can help me out, darling?
A defective scroll?
Yes, I tried to use it and it burned up straight away. Does this happen more often?
Well, usually, and you said you don't look angry, right? You look like distraught.
not
Yeah,
at
okay.
all, not at
Yeah.
all.
He looks at you and he says, well, usually, sometimes when people don't have the magical prowess to cast such a spell, the spells can go off a little bit wrong, and that's usually what happens to the scroll, is that the use of the spell unfortunately burns the scroll up. Even if you'd have successfully cast it, it would have also destroyed it. So what I would say is you probably didn't quite use the correct magical prowess to cast the spell.
Very well. Like, I try to keep my composure.
Uh-huh.
Well, I keep my composure, but at the same time, he's just calling me an incapable mage, and I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck no. so I keep my composure, and I'm like, and is there any way I could, maybe purchase a new one by any chance? I'm more than happy to pay for it.
Well, if you're friends with Mr. Dust, he will be able to allow one person into the academy per day, and that person, it's like a guest pass, you see, guest pass, and you can, Mr. Dust should be able to purchase one on your behalf for you.
Well, that would be marvelous, darling. Could you help me?
Would you like me to summon him?
Yes, please, darling.
Yeah, no worries. And he turns around and he holds his hand up in the air, does a circular sign, and then presses it forward. And then you hear him say, Mr. Dust, I have a young lady here wishing to see you about a sending scroll. And it goes silent. He's on his way.
Thank you very much, darling. And I'll just, I don't know, guess I'll look around for a bit and to wait for him until...
Roll me an Arcana check.
An Arcana check.
Yeah, with a 22, this man has just cast Sending right in front of you to Tordust.
So he literally cast the spell
Yeah,
that I wanted to do.
he cast the spell to Mr. Dust. Yeah.
Darling, could you not just teach me straight away?
Oh, you see, it's a rather hard spell to grasp. It's one of the more difficult ones to learn. It's not one of the lower powered spells that you're probably used to. It's a little bit it's a bit of a higher casting. You see, it's almost at my limit in all fairness. And I'm a Valkyrie.
Like a second vein pops in her forehead now. Very well, I see. I'll just wait around then.
Yeah, no worries.
and
by all
I'll
means,
just turn
take a
around and be
seat.
like...
If you cast the spell this morning, I can imagine you would be pretty exhausted from the casting. And he turns back to his guard duties while he waits for Tordust. And I imagine, yeah, there's just a pulsating vein, like, out of his like, line of sight. It's just pulsating as you're sat there like, I hate you!
Yes!
Yeah, and at that, I would say, Arcturus, you can see Shion looks away at this guard for a moment, and just there's like rage on her face for just like a split second, and then she like contains her composure as you walk on up, Arcturus.
I'm just gonna walk up to Shion, and I'm just gonna say, having a rough morning, are we?
Yes, darling. Last night's wine was just not what I'm used to. I don't want to elaborate any further.
And for the rest,
What rest do you mean?
well, you're obviously here not by accident. I hear Mittens somewhere, by the way. Is the shopkeeper around, Mittens? It is Mittens. Hello, Mittens.
Just a stray cat.
A stray
walking
cat.
past.
Mittens is a stray cat. Yeah, I am just wondering, Shion. Did anything happen with your plan that you got yesterday?
If you mean the sending scroll, yes, it backfired tremendously, which is why I'm here trying to get a new one. I whisper this, by the way. I don't want anyone to like hear this.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And what made you go to the tower at this point? What is your goal here?
Get a new one.
Okay.
I want to contact my family because I know they might be able to help me. They can send anyone to track down all these mercenaries, gather the orb for us, and then all of this will be in the past and I can go home.
Okay, well, is there anything I can do to help you with? Because I have an appointment with Mr. Toras to go to the library.
Not unless you can fetch. Well, and as I sort of compute that. Wait, Mr. Tordust is right on his way down now. I hope to get me a new sending scroll, but I don't know. Maybe you can put some pressure on him.
Well, I'm not the kind of guy pressuring somebody, Shion, like you can.
Ask him politely for all I care.
You know what? How is your library studies?
Well, I have studied at the Tower of the Scorpion for many years before and inevitably my duties, well, led me elsewhere. But yes, I've studied at the Tower of the Scorpion. I'm not too bad at anything.
If, for example, you would go to the library, would you be able to find information about the origin of the orb?
Isn't that why you're here?
Yes, but obviously we can't go in together. So,
No.
since you are needing that scroll for your family, and you are much better at putting pressure on people, I would like to suggest that you would go in my place.
And then what would you do?
I...
Don't say shop.
Well, no. I have a quest on my own with Mr. Widerstaff. And he's only asking me for help, because otherwise he will probably blow himself to pieces. Again. Maybe. Might be. Let's not think about that.
Oh no, I would actually applaud it.
Well, let's not go there, shall we? In the end, we need him. For now.
Very well, he does come in quite useful at combat.
Hey, he has free apples.
Yes. But very well, if you want me to if you want me to look in that library, that's fine by me. By all means, go help Mr. Widerstaff on a silly little quest.
Yes, what we are looking for is
But
like
wait,
origins. Origin stories on the orb.
But before you go, what happened last night?
Like, you got drunk, and then you got upstairs.
I know I got drunk.
You vomited in your room the entire night.
You do not know this. You assume this. You assumed correctly, but you
Well,
assumed this.
The entire floor could hear it.
Really, no. That was unworthy of me. But that's not what I mean, and you know it.
What are you implying?
Ooh. Why was everyone gathered here this morning? Andros causing a scene. Well, that's kind of normal these days, but it doesn't matter. It must have a reason.
Oh, you mean with that dude?
That dude, and last night.
Well,
with
that dude this morning, I have absolutely no idea who he was. And neither
fair
did the
enough, he's just a peasant then. What happened last night?
Perhaps. What happened last night is that, well, you want to have the short version, the quick version, or the normal version?
The quick version, if you
Well, I
please.
can't talk as fast as Andros, so don't bother that. What actually happened is,
Your mic's
You
gone.
muted. Your mic's gone.
God damn it.
I can hear him, doesn't matter, but you can't.
I cast a spell to enhance my mic again. Do you remember that Andros went for that shady inn?
Yes.
Well, apparently he told Earhart to go to our inn, and Earhart went to a different inn where he was ambushed by lackeys who was also... Well, I don't know who they were.
People. Shady people.
People, apparently, they asked some questions, they were shady, and some showed up in our tavern.
I just take a sigh very deep. And did the man rat us all out or not?
Apparently not.
Fair play to him.
So, yeah. Nothing much has happened other than that we do know that a certain organization is also might be looking for the orb.
Yes, otherwise it wouldn't have been stolen in the first place.
Well, we don't know if they stole it. They only asked us not to ask questions anymore.
Well, to hell with that, darling. I ask questions to whomever I like.
True, and as a matter of fact, you and I can handle ourselves. Imagine Earhart against a few shady people in an alley throwing apples.
Well, they'll have a nice snack.
And at that thought, you can see a very slow-moving turtle man waving as he's running towards the gates as fast as he can. And that is where we will cut over to Contessa. Contessa, as you get towards the main gates, the northern gates, you are allowed to exit It's absolutely fine to exit. It's not a problem. But you are warned by one of the guards that you are not allowed to re-enter from this gate.
I would have to go around.
You'd have to go around to one of the other gates, yeah. Just because of the refugees, they're all camped outside of it, and they're not letting the refugees come in. Like, they're having to check each one before they come in, so there's like a long queue. So they advise to go to one of the other gates to come back in. But yeah, you make it to the gate and you wander out, and as you do, you see tents, rows and rows of tents, and you can see there are quite a few people living quite rough. And yeah, you can just see probably in the region of maybe 200 plus people living in tents outside of the city.
Do I notice any like medical tents or anything?
There are no medical tents set up here, but there are guard patrols that seem to be walking about, and you can see from what it looks like, anyone that needs any aid is running up to a guard, and the guard's walking off towards whatever direction it is that they need aid from. But there doesn't seem to be anyone injured here. It just seems to be primarily people that have lost homes and have fled Erentol to a safer place. That's what you seem to get the vibe here, but it's very... They're living it rough. You can imagine these people probably lived in houses, and now they're down to tents, and there's like some portaloos, like some wooden built portaloo like things a little bit away from it, so that they're really having a hard time and living it rough here.
I imagine Contessa herself doesn't really know about what happened to the sinkhole, so I'm gonna go find someone to figure out what more happened, because kind of got abruptly cut off.
What sort of person are you looking for? Are you looking for one of the people that are here, or like a guardsman? What are you looking for?
Specifically looking for a refugee, but like,
okay,
I don't know. I don't know if it's someone younger or older, because they both could get good.
Well, I will say you see a family of people. A gentleman walking alongside with his daughter. He looks to be in like his late 40s, and she seems to be like late teens. And they're just walking along. Two half-elven people. Just walking along, and they seem to be walking towards you, going to go past you. But yeah, you can stop them if you wish.
I'll wave them down.
Yeah. Oh, hello there, lassie. How may I help you?
Yeah, I'm actually looking to help you potentially.
All right.
I've heard what happened with the sinkhole, but I've wanted to know more because I do plan on maybe going over there.
Well, from my understanding, there was a mine under the village, well, town. There was a mine that ran through under the town, and it was sealed off years ago, and that's why they built the town upon it. Because the support structures and everything beneath it was keeping the town aloft, and it was absolutely fine. But some scallywag that used to come from our town apparently led some folk there, and well, they tampered with the supports, and unfortunately created a sinkhole in the town. We live slightly on the outskirts, so we were okay, but the folks in the center of it, they're having a rough time. And, well, most of the folk have evacuated the town now because of those troglodyte thingies, those lizard folk things. They wreak havoc upon the people. We were lucky enough not to see any of them, but I've heard they're quite scaly and they smell pretty bad.
It's not just the sinkhole; it's these little shit.
Well, yeah, I think whatever's happened, the support beams of the mine have collapsed and obviously disturbed them as well. So they've come to see what's happened, and well, they climb out and they attack anything they see. Monsters, you see.
And which way from the city is that area?
North. It's about 2.5 days travel. Just a couple of days out. We were quite lucky enough to round up a few of the folk, and yeah, we helped them come here with me and my daughter.
I'm glad to hear you guys are well. Do you know of anyone that needs help immediately, at all in the camp at all?
Luckily, the guardsmen here are keeping us well, and all the critically injured were taken inside towards the medical housing and the hospital in there. But anyone that unfortunately didn't have anywhere to live or family inside the city, unfortunately had to live outside.
Okay, that's very good information. Thank you.
Are you a knight? You seem to be wearing some sort of armor and regalia, and that crest on your chest there is mighty fancy.
You could call me a knight. I'm actually a paladin. I'm
Oh.
with a group of adventurers who are kind of rowdy, but
Right.
someone's
Well,
gotta keep them in check.
well, if you're ever out that way and fancy checking up on that sinkhole, we'd really appreciate you just clearing it out and making it safe for us to return home. Hopefully, our house is still intact. Can't say that for the majority of these folk here, though.
As he's saying that, I just want to like take I want to roll perception to just look at the camp directly and just see how impoverished it is, I guess.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, just never mind. I see nothing.
No, as you look around, you can see that although they are struggling, there are like washing lines hung out behind tents, and it's all very like boxed in. It's almost like they've been given like a certain plot of land to live into. And it's just because the sheer amount of people that are here that they're trying to keep them contained, and like in case there's disease or any illnesses, trying to stop it from spreading. But yeah, you can see there are children playing, and there seems to be laughter, and there's a few people drinking. And towards near the gate, there is like a cook station, and the guards are giving out food and drinks and meals and that sort of thing. So they are being looked after. But just because of the living conditions, that is clearly uncomfortable to carry on this way.
I think Contessa calms down a little, knowing that the city is providing for them, but like she
Mhm.
also thinks if the city wasn't here, then what would happen to these people? So I guess she will head back towards the front gate.
And I would say as you head back, Ahad, so do you go the long way? Or do you go to queue in from the way you just came in?
I think I'll just queue in because I think that's safer.
Yeah, sure. As you're queuing, Ahad, you see from the other side of the gate Contessa queuing back to come in.
Oh,
But she's
I
in a
kind of-
queue of about maybe 35 people.
Wave
Can
them over.
can I just kind of wave and tell the guard, you know that person there? She's with me. Do you mind getting her in maybe a bit quicker?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Hmm.
I'm giving you the chance to say lucky if you wish. It's up to you.
I just hope it's enough.
It's a good roll. It's a
Okay.
good roll.
As you say that to the guard says, "Oh right, her there."
The
Is
one in the
she-
armor, like that stands out, you know.
Right, and well, yeah, she's clearly not alright. Yeah, you go over it, and yeah, he points towards you, Contessa. And as you come on up, he's like, "You're clearly not a refugee. By all means, go on in."
Thank you.
No worries, no worries. And yeah, you managed to skip the 20 to 30-minute queue because of hard persuading.
Hey,
Saved
Contessa. I'm glad
saved
you
my,
kept Olaf with you.
A couple of people in the line, you do hear murmur as you walk past, though.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say that, like, not even loud. I'm just gonna be like, I'm sorry. So, I came to check out, see, if they were struggling here. They are, but they aren't. The city's keeping them well stocked, it seems. But I just feel bad for them and kind of hate, like I put on like a angry face that we didn't even consider that at all. I know we have our own
Well-
problems, but we don't have to do it right now. It's not
Well-
like they said do it today.
Well, I'm glad you did. It's kind of why I tried to catching up with you, because you know I also like I talked to him. I told him we're gonna try get back to them about it when we're done with our stuff. I even got like a little contract slip here. That so yeah, he told me where to find them if we want any more details and all that. And
See,
Thanks.
we could just go talk to him later. I don't know why we just fucking said, you know what?
well,
fuck
some
off.
people have difficulty talking, you know that.
I know that, but like some people make decisions just in a split second that we can't even discuss anything. And it's kind of why.
Sometimes privacy is a luxury.
Yeah.
I got a couple errands to run. Wanna accompany? Come with
Company
me.
you. I would certainly like so. I feel like I've calmed down a bit.
So, Onion, I guess I would like to try and hunt down the ingredients for that spell.
And
Or
as
not, the
you
tinkering.
start, as you start making your way there, we will cut to Maeve and Andros as you arrive outside of the Featherstones. And you can see inside. Yusuf seems to be unpacking the chests and the crates that were in the back of the wagon, and they seem to be going through the stock. And as you walk up to the door, he sees you, opens the door, and lets you guys in and closes it behind you.
Good morning.
Morning.
Do
Lovely
do you
to
help-
see you both this morning.
do you
No,
help
we'll-
unloading stuff?
honestly, we'll be fine. We'll not. a
Sure,
problem.
I'm just here. I could literally do that while you help my friend here. I mean, I'm just a free pair of hands.
Well, sure. Yeah, if you could just take a few of these crates out the back, that'd be
Yeah, 100%.
splendid.
I'll
Thank you very much.
Andros,
Maeve, how may I help you?
I don't know if you remember, but yesterday we spoke about the orb and
Yes, feels like such a long time ago, like a
Right?
year.
yeah, it's been a long night. I want to try something. We did briefly speak about it. It's something I used to do when I lived in the woods as a kid. I would hide stuff, rations, stuff like that, because I couldn't defend it very well myself at the time.
Right. Yes.
But I was also forgetful, so I taught myself a spell that would help me find things where I left them, locate them.
Right, and you think you might be able to do this with the orb?
I have to have seen the item so I can imagine it in my mind and paint a picture of where it might be, or have a feeling where it might be. But I have never seen the orb, but you did mention you could maybe draw it for me. I don't know if that works, but it's worth a try.
I could certainly give it a go. Yeah. Sure. Let me fetch some parchment. And he heads out to the back, gets some parchment, and then begins drawing an orb for you. Yeah, he tries to draw it as specific as he can, and he passes you a piece of parchment with a circular orb, like a glass orb thing, and you can see he's attempted to draw fire inside of it, but it's very rudimentary. He doesn't seem to be very good at drawing fire specifically.
Okay.
It's literally just a glass orb, a red-tinted glass orb with flames on the inside.
Okay. There wouldn't be any items with it. Was it in a box? Was it in anything?
Well, I haven't actually been at Felix's place for a good few weeks now. He used to always keep it inside a glass box, but I believe they wouldn't have taken the box because it was part of the pedestal. So it would probably just be loose, unless they themselves have put it in a box.
Okay. If you, because I know my range isn't that great. If you were to guess, if it were to be in the city, what would be your guess? Which area it would be in?
And who has it?
Should I stand central or should I maybe stand somewhere else?
Well, how long does the spell last? Is it like a one-time use and if you're there, you know, or is it like an overtime thing?
So, funny story. One time a boar actually dug up my food, my rations, and he went away with it, and I knew it was moving. But I figured it is about, I'd say roughly like 1,000 feet of range that I have, so I can locate it for then, and then I can only really do it once a day. I haven't done it in a long time, so.
Right. Well, if that's the case, if you can track it while it's moving, you could try maybe the Flint ward or the Canopy ward. if it is with the if it's with the Crooked Clasp, who seem to be hounding you since the mention of it, it would flag up there. But I am unsure as to exactly whereabouts their hideout is. Obviously, your friend Andros visited the Brambled Boar, if I'm correct, when asking questions. Maybe nearby to that would be a good signal.
Okay. Thank you.
But if it's not them, then yeah, that's all the information. I do not know where the Requisition really hang out. I know that they used to. It used to be the Canopy Ward.
It's honestly it might be a shot in the dark, but it's a free try that we get without involving anybody else.
You could always stand between the two.
I was thinking that
It's
too.
the main stretch.
How
You could maybe do it there.
how big is Flint Ward and Canopy Ward?
Well, I would have to work out how many feet is in a mile to work out the correct parameters, and my distancing has gotten worse in my old age, but yes, would be my answer to that. I'm unsure as of right now, but maybe after a few calculations I could work it out for you.
I'll just stand in between the both.
Right.
I'm scared. That area is a bit. I don't know. I'm gonna have to speak to Andros about this. And
It's a rather large city, so
yeah.
maybe you could walk between the two, or start in one and walk to the other. Does it last for a time?
I
I had a friend years ago that could do it. It maybe 10 minutes, I think it was.
I can. I just would have to really not get bothered in those 10 minutes.
Yes.
I don't know if I can get through the streets unbothered, then maybe yes.
You could always sit on Andros' shoulders, and
Is
maybe
that
he could guide you through.
That will definitely not
Andros hearing this, right?
Yeah, you're coming in the
Right.
room hearing a bit,
Yeah.
coming out the back it's muffled,
Yeah.
coming back in hearing a bit, yeah.
Maeve, I got big shoulders, man. You could easily sit and, you can do your thing. I'm so high up, no one really bother us.
Sure, but do you not think it's a kind of strange when a little elven girl sits on your
No.
shoulders
No.
in the kind of where you got followed?
Naughty did it all the time.
You weren't being followed by anyone.
Right, but I mean, if anyone's gonna follow us, I'm gonna know, and it's easy. Then,
You
we
not
have some things we
disguise
can do.
yourself?
How about, yeah, actually, we could do that. But here's the awkward thing about that is, let's say, so this guy's self, how it works, right, is I can change my appearance, but the issue is, let's say you're sitting on my shoulder, let's say I make my body smaller, or try to project a smaller body, it's gonna kind of not go with the illusion, because my body is the one that's changing, not you. So you're basically
I'll have
sitting on
to
my
change.
shoulder, but I'll be like a feet shorter, and you'll be sitting on a...
Well, why don't you change into someone that's your height?
Who is big as me? That I know of.
I've seen some big
You have,
minotaurs
but
in
I
this
haven't.
city. In this city.
I haven't seen them yet.
Can you not make yourself a big minotaur?
I mean, I can maybe change my color so where like I'm a new Loxodon that people have never seen before. Same size and everything, just change the facial features, change the color. Maybe, I don't know.
What's the tallest thing you've seen? I'm sure people. You just got buff shoulders, whatever.
I'm the tallest thing around.
Besides you.
A furball, but that thing's like, I don't think a furball gets my height,
You would know you recently saw another Loxodon slightly bigger than you.
Right. But
that's
yeah, that won't work. I can change it here. I'll just make myself into a whole different Loxodon, right? To where I'll like be new, right? Maybe I'll
Why don't you make yourself look like Braster? I know that's weird, but
I'll look like my dead friend. Actually, I have a better idea. I'll make myself look like my sister.
yeah, best
Yeah.
friends on a trip.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
girls' day. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Okay. You want to do that now?
Did
Are
you
you
get that?
leaving?
I guess we're kind of in a rush. Do you have anything to add
No, not
to the
really.
plan?
Just obviously if they don't have it, then what if it's not here?
Well, then we move on.
We need to maybe extend our questions
Elsewhere.
elsewhere
know-
safely.
I know you probably don't trust many in the city, but there is always the Tri-Spires. Maybe they would be able to locate such a thing like this.
Yeah.
If you're able to do it with your magic, maybe they have magics that could do the same, or better.
Right. Yes. We actually have someone on that, so we're good on that
Oh,
that
right.
area of ordeal. So yeah, I think we'll if we're gonna do it now, I'll change right up. I'll make myself.
We can look. We can try today. We can talk to the Tri-Spires. If it doesn't work for me today, maybe they can try tomorrow.
Right. I say we do this along with what they're doing today. So then it's kind of like we get some information as well. So when we convene, we actually have something to throw.
Well,
So
if we don't find it today, we know to tell them to not look in where the area
Yeah,
that I looked.
exactly.
Also, if you don't trust the Tri-Spires specifically, you could always ask for the council's aid. Maybe they could sway favor with the Tri-Spire to find that
Oh.
information out, but on behalf of them.
Yeah, we're already good with them, the council people. We can definitely put that in our pocket. They're trying to get us to do some work for them, and honestly,
Oh,
yeah. Apparently, we're heroes around here. Apparently,
are you?
I don't know if you heard of the Dondi. Dondi. The
Morph.
Yeah,
Dondi
Dondi.
and
Yes, the
Morph.
great Dondi.
and more.
And more. Yeah, the great Dondi
Well,
and Morph.
I'm
Huh.
sure it's just
Yeah,
lost in translation.
probably. It's
Mhm.
okay.
Maybe. Probably
My
not.
name's been changed a lot anyway. It doesn't matter anymore.
Right. Well, if there's anything else. Andros, thank you for moving the boxes.
Oh, no problem. Always here to help out somebody. Quick question though, Yusuf. I want to ask you a favor from you potentially, possibly.
Right.
They're having like an election thing here.
Yes.
And a lot of their campaign runnings are stuff to do with Fortis currently.
Yes, Henry Weston. Yes.
Yes. I want to see if maybe you could potentially get some information for me about current things that are going on over there. Maybe find out if, what's really going on.
Well,
with the-
it seems to me that there is little information coming out of Fortis,
Right.
as you can imagine, the war going on.
Yeah.
Veritas is having a difficult time getting anyone over there.
Right. I figured.
But I think Henry Weston, being from Fortis originally and traveling over to Veritas, he realizes that the people of his homeland are having difficulties and wishes to band the alliances that once stood in northern Veritas to maybe strike back against Fortis and help the people of Fortis. The Imperium
wait.
can't continue as
He's
they are.
from Fortis?
From my understanding, yes. From not quite the north, but like central Fortis.
Right. Like, is he an elf? A Loxodon? What exactly is he?
A human.
Just a human?
Yes.
Would Andros know of humans in that area?
You would know that from where the south is, it's very bestial folk. Like it's a lot of Aarakocra, Tabaxi, Leonin, elves, even dwarves, and Loxodon, and there's a lot more like animalistic type creatures in the south. But the center, where it's more green and lush and jungles, there is a wide range of different races: gnomes, humans, elves, as well as a load of other different races. Primarily north, it's mainly Goliaths, but there are human tribes as well in the north as well.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Do you know where I can possibly make a meet with this Henry?
Well, being one of the candidates, he's a very busy man. But the council chambers is where he'll spend most of his time running his petitions and stuff. Yes.
Yeah,
Well, they are trying to become the voice of Arkenvale.
Right.
That's
council
the
changes.
official title. It's kind of like a president or a prime minister. It's the figurehead, and then the council vote upon his decisions.
Right. Just like yeah. I get what you're talking about. Cool. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for that information.
It's
do
absolutely
appreciate
fine.
it. Yeah.
Right, well, I best be getting off to stock checking and making sure we
Yeah.
have all of the supplies. But thank you once again, and if you do need anything, please do come knocking.
Well, I don't want to bother you too much.
Honestly, it's not
kind of bothered
you saved my
lot.
nephew's life. I couldn't... yes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Anyway, and he gestures to the door for the
You gotta go get yourself changed, Andros.
Oh, so before he walks out,
yeah,
he'll kind of rub his head a little bit, get himself ready. He doesn't know how to do this thing. He's kind of, hey, Brosta, can you do the thing, the change thing?
And yeah, the second you do that, you appear as your sister.
Do you sound like your sister?
Do you want me to?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, here we go. Oh my god, like, I'm gonna go get some fried bamboo today. Oh my god, like, this is so good for us right now. Can't believe I'm hanging out with you today. Oh my god.
And on that note, we're gonna end the session. Right there, as Andros turns into his sister, and tries to act like his sister does, which is probably a way more over-the-top version of her, but that's how Andros lovingly sees his sister. But that is it! That is the end of today's session, session 17. So let's go round the room, and we will start with... I did it last time. We'll start with... Lan! Lan, go! Take it away!
Still muted, yeah. Let's do Creed after me because he has to go. Yeah, so I'm the female half of Team Logic. My name is Lan. I play as Shion, and you can find me at the Team Logic NL channel. Usually streaming RimWorld on Mondays, but also this Sunday doing a Dragon Age stream. So yeah, come check us out if you're feeling up for it.
Awesome, and below Lan we have Creed. Creed, take it away.
Hey, it's me. I'm Contessa. We're getting ever so closer to figuring out where the fucking orb is, so I'm kind of glad for that. And maybe future quests in the future. I got a dip. Follow me on Guildmaster Creed. You can follow us. You can follow everyone here at the Eagle Outlaw. You can see them all there. Goodbye.
Nice, and then below Creed we have Zeb. Zeb, take it away.
Well, I'm Agent Zeb. You find me usually from Monday to Friday on, Twitch, Agent Zeb. And I play a variety of games, currently playing some Witcher. God, what are you doing? Some Witcher, some Wilderness, some Might and Magic Legacy, which is like an RPG, and Tomb Raider, the Rise of the Tomb Raider, the second one, thingy. And I'm gonna start playing Pokemon at some point.
Nice. And to the other side of the screen, Smitty, take it away.
Hi, it's Smitty. You can find me over on Twitch under Smitty Jane. Streaming tomorrow, Breath of the Wild. Maybe streaming something interesting on Sunday. We will see. Yet to be confirmed. Maybe not. Maybe we'll see. And otherwise, you'll see me hanging out in these awesome people's streams whenever I can. And yeah, it was just really, really good to be back. I missed this, and I really enjoyed this session.
Glad to hear it. And above Smitty, we have Eagle.
Oh my god, I need some Starbucks. Hello everybody, you can find me over the Eagle Outlaw where I do this voice for fun. And tomorrow we do Breath of the Wild, and we'll, fight a divine beast, the second one, I think, pretty sure. And you guys be doing some Pokemon, stuff like that, and I definitely missed this. This was very nice. So yeah, hope to see you guys there tomorrow.
Awesome, and finally, Tim.
Yes, guys, thank you so much for being here. It was also very exciting for me because new overlays, new technicalities, and new weird stuff that glitches out. So hey, but it all worked. You can find me as the male part of Team Logic, at the Team Logic in our channel on Twitch, and we'll be playing RimWorld again. But not just RimWorld, it's with Pokemon. You can have your favorite Pokemon in the game. You can catch them, you can train them, you can fight with it, and that's the campaign, The Legend of Ash Ketchum, for the next couple of days or weeks, or as long as we go for. So yeah, stick around.
Yeah, if you'd love to see a super old Articuno with asthma, head over to that channel, because that's
and
the
artery
craziest.
blockage. Yeah.
Yeah, artery blockage. Yep. Who's like, it was like 200 years old.
No, I believe it's over 2400.
Oh, nice! Yeah, so like 2000. Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, if you want to go see that, go check that out. And if you want to see some Kingdom Hearts gameplay, because that's what I'm doing at the minute, yeah, you can come follow me over on the Onion Soup. I do all sorts. Pokemon, RPG stuff. We do all sorts over there for great mediocre content. You can head on over to there. And yeah, if you liked our new overlays, if you liked everything going on, and you liked the new D&D Beyond Twitch integration where you could see all the character sheets, please follow us on the Discord. Come and join us. Let us know. We'd love to hear it. You can ask us all sorts of questions, and you'll know when we're going live and all those updates. So do make sure we go there. Are we raiding out tonight?
Yes. I executive decision. I was gonna say that I found somebody. I'm gonna pop them in the chat, unless
Awesome,
you
City.
already found someone, Tim.
No, I haven't found any. I was looking at the D&D streams.
I have no audio, but they seem really chill.
Well, I do have someone we rated before, but yeah.
Well,
Right, we can... Smitty, take it away. Let us know who it is.
Well, I was just looking into. Oh, they're starting soon. They were just on there for a second ago. They've been on for 3 hours.
Yeah,
yes.
they have been on for 3 hours. They are like still.
Oh, never mind. They've just rated out. out.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
that's a shame for
Zeb,
them.
who have you got?
Well, the Penny Dragon games.
Oh, yeah, send them their way. Send us their way.
Yeah, we have been
Spread
there
the love.
already,
Yeah.
so they are familiar with us. Let's start the Red Chaos. Thank you so much for the follow.
Awesome.
And we also have a read message, guys. So yeah, thank you so much, Smitty.
Awesome. Yes. So guys, we'll be back next week on Friday for some more D&D where you guys can enjoy it. And yeah, don't forget, follow us on the Discord. We have everything uploaded on YouTube. So if you missed the beginning and you want to watch it, it'll be uploaded on YouTube at some point very soon. But yeah, we're going to go raid out now. So guys, thank you so much for being here. It was a pleasure to come back. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.